High School Sports Night, coverage of high school football here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live. Being brought to you by Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation. Russ Playho, your local Allstate insurance agent. Attorney Vincent J. Teaberry. Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty. McClure and Wolf, Certified Public Accountants. Board of Uniontown. The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute. Autoland Hyundai of Uniontown. Mama Ruca's Pizza Shop. Fayette County Commissioner Vince Facides. Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law. South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. NovaCare Rehabilitation with locations in Uniontown and Masontown. George Dental Associates. The Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. The Fay West Glass Company. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning. Peachin's Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market. Casey Sports Cafe. Cherokee Recycling. Joby's Golf. Bob Baker for Fayette County Coroner. Jack Connor for Fayette County District Attorney. Uniontown Detailing. Casey Sports Cafe. Sandy Howe Notary Services. State Farm Agent Lauren Yeoman. Zen's Construction Warehouse. Potter's Bar and Grill. The T. Harper Auto Group. Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Wood at Watson Mundorf LLP. Mike Obel for Fayette County District Attorney. Shop and Save, Walnut Hill Plaza, Uniontown. Ted Sova and Son, Body and Fender Repair. The Radcliffe Law Firm. Thurby's Riverside Ford. Bruce Beard for all of your accounting and tax needs. Garrett Breakiron for South Union Township Supervisor. SWGI, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health. M&R Transit. United Bank. Reese Warehouse. Uniontown Mayor Bill Gerke. Fayette County Commissioner Dave Lohr. The North Union Township Recreation Center. And Movement Physiotherapy. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
From Bill Power Stadium, it's time for high school football action here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live. Tonight, the Uniontown Red Raiders, 3-6 overall, take on the 1-6 Brownsville Falcons. Brian Morozak along with you. Billy Dice behind the camera. I'll be joined by Tony Hanul for all of the play-by-play tonight. Nick Barczyk, as always, back inside our WMBS studios. Our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. We'll get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Second meeting of the season between these two schools, and the fourth time over the last 2 years that Brownsville and Uniontown have played after they went 24 years in between games prior to last year. Last time the schools met all the way back in 1998, September the 4th, 1998, a 50-6 win for Brownsville over Uniontown. Brownsville, a 2A school at that time, while Uniontown was up in 4A. The Falcons would end up advancing to the WPIL semifinals where they lost to Shadyside Academy. Things have certainly changed here in 2023. Brownsville, though, was able to pick up a win earlier on this season over Carrick, at the time snapping the longest losing streak in the WPIL. The Red Raiders won the opening meeting of the season over Brownsville by a score of 34-8 back on September the 1st and won both meetings a season ago. Of course, this game originally scheduled for Friday, but due to some issues up at Brownsville, game moved to tonight. But Brownsville a little bit shorthanded. In fact, the Falcons only expected to dress about 15 players for the game this evening. The Falcons playing their second season as an independent. And, of course, we mentioned that win they achieved over Carrick in overtime earlier on this year. Certainly a bright spot to the Falcons season. Uniontown sitting at 3-6. Red Raiders trying to end their campaign at 4-6 with a win over Brownsville tonight. And we'll talk to Uniontown head coach Keith Jeffries on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Continues right after this.
I'm Tim Dye, and I want to extend my best wishes to the Connellsville Falcons, Laurel Highlands Mustangs, and all the local teams for a great season. I know that it takes hard work and support to be successful. I would also like to take this opportunity to ask for your support on Election Day, November 7th. Please vote to re-elect me, Tim Dye, as Fayette County Clerk of Courts. I promise to work hard for you. And remember, on November 7th, give Tim Dye a try. Paid for by the candidate.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbor yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799. The The people of South Union Township know it's one of the finest places in Fayette County to live and raise a family. There are clean, safe neighborhoods, 2 beautiful parks, a wonderful school district. The taxes are the lowest in the county. The garbage and sewage charges are the cheapest in the entire state. And there's not been a tax increase in 52 years. The Vernon name is a strong name for quality, people-oriented services. When you need something, Rick Vernon is there. Why break up a good team? Let's keep a good team together so Rick Vernon can continue to work hard for our great quality of life. Rick thanks everyone for their support in the primary and would appreciate your vote in the fall so that he can continue working with his fellow supervisors, Bob Schiffbauer and Jason Scott, for our great quality of life.
Paid for by the candidate.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peachin Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peachin Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peachin Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy. It's a fact, we go your way all around every day. It's a fact, we're striving harder to take you farther.
It's a fact. There's public transportation available for everyone in Fayette County. With Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, you can grab the bus to practically everywhere. FACT has multiple programs to get you where you need to go, including curb-to-curb shared ride services, medical assistance transportation program, persons with disabilities programs, and many others. Curb-to-curb transportation fares vary for programs, but range from 0 and over, depending on mileage. Just make a reservation the day before your trip by 2 p.m. Call the FACT office at 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com for more information. It's a fact. They'll get you there.
It's a fact. We're Fayette County Public Transit.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Ryan Morozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, being joined by Uniontown head coach Keith Jeffries. The Red Raiders were scheduled to take on Brownsville on Friday night. That game postponed until tonight. And Keith, why was the postponement necessary?
There's things I cannot discuss. It's more Brownsville's place to discuss on why the game needs to be moved.
Well, it's at least good for your seniors that the game is going to be able to get played on Monday, and they'll have an opportunity to have one last home game at Bill Powers Stadium.
Correct. Yeah, the kids were pretty excited they'll be able to get their last game in and go play on the home field for a last game as a Red Raider, and that was the main thing. We wanted to make sure the game could be played.
Let's go back and talk about your last game, a win over Petersburg, kind of a back-and-forth game. Managed to hold on and pull it out, and I'm sure after going through a pretty tough stretch of games, it was nice to get a W.
Yeah, it was a nice program win for us. The kids all played hard. I was real proud of the way the coaching staff worked together and made adjustments at halftime, and we kind of scored right at the end of the first half and went up 8-6, and then we kind of held on to the lead and got a little spark going with a little wildcat action with Cam Jackson, and it kind of made things a little bit easier in the second half to move the ball and control the clock a little bit.
Yeah, I thought Cam actually did a great job in that spot. Is that something you kind of wish you would have tried out maybe a little bit earlier on in the season?
Well, yeah, we were flirting with it back and forth over the last couple years, but with his injury, it wasn't something I was ready to go to when coming off of that injury with the broken foot. I didn't want to rush him too much and make sure that he was healthy now rather than, take the risk of injuring him right after he came back. But it worked out well for us, and it was a good spark to the team.
Are we going to see more of that on Monday against Brownsville?
It'd probably be a good idea to think that might see a little bit more of the Wildcat, yes.
Well, it's the second time you've seen Brownsville this year. What did you learn after the first meeting with the Falcons back in September?
Well, their kids play hard. Coach Roebuck gets them ready, and it's going to be a tough game, I think. The kids are going to play hard for them. They're going to play hard against us, and hopefully we step up and match their intensity. They had a nice first half last week against AG, 14-0. I think AG was up. and so hopefully we carry momentum from our last game, and they don't carry over their first half coming into this week.
Keith, appreciate your time as always, and again, we appreciate you taking the time all season to talk with us. Have a great off-season, and best of luck on Monday.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That was part of a conversation we had last week with Uniontown head coach Keith Jeffries. The Red Raiders taking on the Brownsville Falcons tonight. We'll start our WPIAL playoff coverage on Friday night as the California Trojans will be hosting Jeanette. That game will kick off at 7 o'clock from California High School. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show on the air at 6 o'clock. We'll talk more about that game later on during our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show with Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. But up next, we'll take a look back at this past Friday night's high school football action here on WMBS as we wrapped up our regular season Friday night coverage with Connellsville and Laurel Highlands. And we'll go back and take a look at that game when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Hey, have you seen that big old white Cadillac around town?
I sure did.
It says Harry Cochran for Clerk of Courts.
Harry Cochran is an Army veteran, a Republican, and believes in term limits.
Let's elect Harry Cochran for Clerk of Courts. Harry's got my vote. Can he count on yours?
Hi, I'm Harry Cochran. I'm a veteran, and I'm a Republican, and I'm a candidate for the Fayette County Clerk of Courts. I ask for your vote.
This message is approved by Harry Cochran and paid for by the Harry Young Cochran Campaign Fund.
Do you remember O'Gilly's Pub? Hi, I'm Bo Gillis, the founder of O'Gilly's Pub in Uniontown. The new owners have created the atmosphere that O'Gilly's was famous for. But you have a few memories of O'Gilly's yourself. Stop in and see what's happened. It'll be fun, just like the old pub. Folks, the same great atmosphere and menu you will remember. So stop in and see us. You never know who you'll see.
O'Gilly's Pub and Deli. O'Gilly's Pub and Deli. Aspen Street, Uniontown, PA.
Hello, I am Jack Conner. I am running for district attorney. I'm going to go after drug dealers who are pumping fentanyl into our community, insist upon maximum sentences for dangerous criminals, and escalating sentences for repeat offenders. With clear consequences, would-be criminals will think twice. Then we can all raise families, start businesses, and feel safe in Fayette County. Learn more Mondays at 4:15 p.m. right here on WMBS.
Paid for by the Friends of Jack W. Conner.
Uniontown Mayor Bill Gerke wishes all of our local students a great start to the school year and our student-athletes a great fall season. Mayor Gerke would also like to wish Uniontown head coach Keith Jeffries and the Uniontown Red Raiders football team the best of luck this year. As the mayor of Uniontown and proud graduate of Uniontown Area High School, Mayor Gerke is happy to see our student-athletes working hard both in the classroom and in their athletic events. That's Uniontown Mayor Bill Gerke wishing all of our student-athletes the best of luck this season.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Don't fall behind on home improvement projects. Let First Federal of Greene County help you with the heavy lifting. Planning to remodel your kitchen or bath? Considering an addition, patio, or new roof? First Federal gives you all the tools you need. Home equity loans, construction loans, owner-builder loans, and FHA Title I home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at the new ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Brian Morozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. The Uniontown Red Raiders hosting Brownsville tonight. Final high school football regular season game of the year here on WMBS. We had our final regular season Friday night coverage this past Friday with Connellsville defeating Laurel Highlands 35-13. If you missed any of the action, let's go back and take a look at some of the highlights. It was actually Laurel Highlands that struck first on a Tristan Baker touchdown run to start the second quarter.
They're off to his right, twin receivers to the far side, single coverage to the near side. Lyon takes the snap, inside run there, Tristan Baker, and is into the end zone for Laurel Highlands touchdown. So Tristan Baker, that's his first rushing touchdown of the year for the Mustangs. And Laurel Highlands strikes first and takes a 6-0 lead here at the 11:25 mark.
And that score at the 11:25 mark of the second quarter. Connellsville, though, would answer back on this Bruce Giles touchdown run.
Now second and goal. Line of scrimmage, the Mustangs 4. The Falcons break huddle with Giles behind Piasecki, who's lined up in a pistol set. Little banana bunch off to the left. Now Giles repositioned on the left hip of Piasecki. He takes the snap. Little pitch going in Giles' direction. Cuts to the left, back to the right, into the end zone for a Connellsville touchdown from 4 yards out. Falcons back to within one of the Mustangs at 7-6.
The extra point tied things up at 7, and Connellsville would take the lead after converting on this long fourth down. The Falcons were able to punch it in.
So they'll go for it here. 4th and 10 from the Laurel Highlands 37. Piasecki back out of the shotgun. Giles to his right. Wide out to each side. Piasecki hangs in the pocket. Now 8 collapses. Some backside pressure. He steps up, throws on the run down the far sideline. Has a man inside the 10 and reaching for the pylon. Losing the football but being ruled out of bounds here at the 2-yard line is Jaden McBride. So a go was a reception of 35 yards from Piasecki to McBride.
They almost had him in the backfield, Brian, and Piasecki did a great job of getting him away from the pressure.
It'll be first and goal here from the 2. 5:01 left before halftime. Piasecki under center, QB sneak here. Surge on the right side. I think he got in, and the officials...
It appears that he got in.
Still waiting for a signal, and the officials say it's a touchdown. So a 2-yard run from Anthony Piasecki, QB sneak, and Connellsville on top, 13-7.
Extra point made it 14-7. Laurel Highlands appears to be gaining a little momentum back before this screen pass went awry.
Yards so far in this game, first and
WMBS.
Hey, that dropped out.
Oh, all right.
To extend the final margin to 35-13.
First and goal now for the Laurel Highlands 4. Piasecki out of the shotgun, run the whole way. Looking here on the near side, and Piasecki looking for the pylon. Dive, he's in. Piasecki, a 4-yard touchdown run for Connellsville. The Falcons lead now up to 27-13 over Laurel Highlands. Second rushing touchdown of the night for Anthony Piasecki. Tom Connellsville's got the only touchdown so far of this second half. Looking for another one here. Piasecki getting the direct snap, trying to surge forward, reaches towards the goal line with a late flag coming in.
Another one coming in from the other side.
The official on the far side is going to rule that Piasecki got in. The official on the near side was marking them short. But 2 hands in the air for the touchdown. If it stands, it's Piasecki's third rushing touchdown of the game.
Extra point was good following Piasecki's third touchdown of the night, 35-13, your final score from Friday. Connellsville's season ends at 5-5. First time the Falcons were 500 or above, though, in a year since 2011. The Mustangs, after getting playoff wins the last 2 seasons, and the 2023 campaign at 2-8. We're back to talk with Ian McMeans and preview the 2023 WPIAL playoffs when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Bruceton Chiropractic Studio is the new chiropractic office in town. Located inside Spin Unlimited, just behind the Texas Roadhouse, Dr. Stephen Lint and Dr. Brooke Sova are well-versed in the latest chiropractic and soft tissue techniques to help you get out of pain and functioning at your best. Call 724-912-6505 or go online at www.brucetonwellness.com for more information or to schedule your appointment.
Fayette County Commissioner Vince Visides salutes all who work so hard to keep high school football an important part of our lives. A great amount of effort, much of it behind the scenes, goes into putting a team on the field. And a lot of teamwork occurs when elected officials produce positive outcomes in our communities. On Election Day, let's keep Vince Visides and his team moving us forward. Vince Visides, at work building Fayette County's future.
Paid for by the Friends of Vincent A. Visides.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has two convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borges.
It's a new day at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, and we're bringing a new level of quality health care to our community. From primary care to specialty services, our team has always put patients first. And now, thanks to our merger with WVU Medicine, our commitment to patient-centered care has grown even stronger. With new resources, a growing staff, and advanced technology, our team is here to provide you with top-quality care when it matters most. Discover the new Uniontown Hospital and see how we've grown.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
At Grace Veterinary Services, they know your pets are more than just pets. They're family. With the latest techniques and cutting-edge laser surgical technology, your pet will spend less time recovering and more time back on their feet. All four of them. Their goal is giving your pet the very best care. Grace Veterinary Services offers a wide variety of services that includes wellness exams and preventative care, vaccinations, and surgical services such as spay, neuter, and dental. For an appointment, call 724-437-4191 or visit gbs.net.
McClure and Wolf, certified public accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown, offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services. McClure and Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.McClureWolfCPAs.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure and Wolf, certified public accountants.
Brian Rozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. The high school football regular season officially wrapping up tonight, a rare Monday night edition as the Uniontown Red Raiders host the Brownsville Falcons, being joined by Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. And Ian, I'd have to think this is probably the final high school football regular season game being played around Western Pennsylvania.
Yeah, not only that, I think it's the final one statewide. I think everybody else wrapped up Saturday at the latest. I know the WPIAL pretty much wanted everyone done by Saturday afternoon so that then they could do the brackets and get them out at 3 o'clock on Saturday, which they did. There was one game Saturday night, but it didn't impact the bracket. So this pretty much is the last regular season game statewide in Pennsylvania.
And, of course, the WPIAL playoffs starting on Friday. We'll have the California Trojans taking on Jeanette here on WMBS. The Trojans seeded 6th, Jeanette seeded 11th, and that should end up being, I think, a pretty good first-round matchup.
Yes, it should be. California has been playing outstanding, as evidenced by the fact they're one of the highest scoring teams, not only in Class A, but in the entire WPIAL. I think Fort Cherry just edged them out by like a point or two overall on the season, but California's been dominant on really both sides of the ball. Their three-headed monster rushing attack with quarterback Jake Lehue, Spencer Petrucci, and Lee Kwalk has really been just dominating teams this season. And Jeanette's a really nice bounce-back story. They won a WPIAL title, made it all the way to the state championship game back in 2020, and then kind of had a mass exodus from their program that a lot of players either transferred or graduated and had a couple down years, and last year just kind of snuck their way into the playoffs. I think they were the number 16 seed last year, and this year really started to look a bit more like the Jeanette Jayhawks of old that we're all kind of used to over time, putting up a lot of points, playing good defense. But they're coming off an absolute shellacking by Clairton this past week. So should be a good matchup. Jeanette has a dual-threat quarterback in Peyton Mulder who can do a bunch of different things. Their running back, Noah Sanders, is pretty good, too. So it should be a good matchup for California. But if California is able to continue playing really tough defense and can slow down Jeanette's passing attack, the Trojans certainly have the power in the running game to control the clock and put enough points on the board to win.
Of course, the Tri-County South's kind of been like the old Keystone Conference. They've historically really struggled, especially in these first-round playoff games.
They have, although in recent years they've come around a little bit. You know, West Green made it all the way to the semifinals a few years ago. Last year, Mapletown, who was the conference champions, won their first playoff game in school history. So the tide is turning a little bit for the TCS. Another really good story that I had my eye on this year was that Jefferson Morgan made the playoffs for the first time since 2014. They were just 1-9 a couple years ago. So congratulations to the Rockets on turning it around and getting into the postseason.
We'll take a look at all 6 playoff brackets when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
John Clinton from 7-time President Award-winning Ford of Uniontown. The temperatures and leaves are falling, and so are these prices. This month, we're taking up to $4,000 off on 2023 F-150s, plus factory rebates. And listen to this, interest rates as low as 1.9%. We have 40 available, so let's move them out. 2023 Ford Explorer, we're taking as much as $2,500 off, plus factory incentives. And interest rates as low as 0.9%. We have 20 available, so come pick one out. In the market for something pre-owned? We have over 70 in stock and ready to move. Most are certified with factory warranty. Remember, we offer online maintenance appointments and take us up on pickup and delivery service. We'll come to your work or home, pick your vehicle up, complete your service, and deliver it back to you.
Go to Fort Uniontown and trade me in.
We'll be hosting a trunk or treat on October 30th from 4 to 7. Bring the kids and enjoy the fun. That's 40 Uniontown, on the hill across from Applebee's, or 40uniontown.com. Must finance with Ford Motor Credit, and not all buyers will qualify.
I'm Bill Martin, and along with my partner Trip Radcliffe and Rob Harper, are attorneys at Radcliffe Martin Law. Our primary focus at Radcliffe Martin Law is representing people hurt in accidents. However, we handle workers' compensation claims, estate planning, real estate matters, and class actions. Radcliffe Martin Law is your hometown firm that offers conveniences not possible with Pittsburgh firms and provides better service than those firms. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorneys. 724-439-3939.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office?
bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and Save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Prime Rozak back once again with Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz, getting you ready for high school football tonight. Brownsville at Uniontown taking on the Red Raiders, and in the playoffs starting on Friday. One classification that will actually wait a week before starting is up in 6A.
Yep, and this one's pretty straightforward. That Central Catholic was the conference champion, so they'll play the team that finished fourth in Mount Lebanon, and then North Allegheny takes on Canon McMillan. Those are all rematches of the first-round playoff games from last year, just with slightly different seedings. Last year, NA was 1 and Central was 2, but nevertheless, rematches of last year's first-round games, and Central and North Allegheny have been the dominant forces in that classification this year, so I fully expect them to meet up in a few weeks at Norwin High School for the 6A championship.
And a lot of controversy surrounding the 5A playoffs as far as who got in and who got left out. Why don't you go through and summarize that?
Sure. So the real controversy was that Upper St. Clair finished 8-2 on the season overall and wound up missing the playoffs because they finished in a three-way tie with Bethel Park and Moon for second place in the Allegheny 6 Conference. And the way the Whitfield has 5A set up right now is only 8 teams make the playoffs, which means the top 2 in each conference are guaranteed to make it, plus 2 of the 3 third-place wildcard teams. Well, because of the tiebreakers in the conference, Upper St. Clair had lost games to conference champ Peters Township and then a head-to-head game to Bethel Park. So that head-to-head loss to Bethel Park wound up putting Bethel Park in and Upper St. Clair out, even though Bethel was just 4-6 on the season and USC was 8-2. Now, that being said, the real simple solution to this is if the Whitfield would just change their procedure and say multiple wild cards can come from the same conference, not locking themselves into 2 of the 3 third-place teams. They could say, if you're a fourth-place team and have, in this three-way tie scenario, a better record and better Gardner points than a third-place team from another conference, then you are eligible to get that wild card spot as well, even if it means taking 2 wild cards from the same conference. Something similar happened to Beaver back in 2016. They were actually the number 1 ranked team in the state heading into Week 9, lost a head-to-head game to Beaver Falls, and wound up missing the playoffs on a similar head-to-head tiebreaker situation, and then Beaver Falls went on to win the state title. So it's happened before in the WPIL. It's kind of a result of the 6 classifications and where the champions slot into the PIAA bracket, but nevertheless, there's a relatively simple fix here that the Whitfield could undertake to prevent it from happening in the future. But the teams that got in earned their way in based on the requirements at hand and where they finished in their conferences. So it still should be a really good 5A bracket with Peters Township as the number 1 seed. Conference rivals Penn Hills and Pine Richland are the 2 and 3 seeds respectively. So if they meet up for a semifinal matchup, that was, I think, a 5-point game when they played earlier this year. Pine Richland, obviously the defending state champions. They've made some offensive changes going to a Wildcat offense with Ethan Pillar at running back. So should be a team to watch out for. And then Gateway with Brad Birch and their passing attack sitting at the number 4 seed is going to be a dangerous semifinal potentially for the top seed at Peters Township. So 5A should be a good one with the teams that got in, even though there was that little bit of controversy with Upper St. Clair, whether or not, they should be in, shouldn't be in. But the way the brackets are currently set up, they're out the first time they've missed the playoffs since 1999, and we will continue on with the teams we have, and it still should be a good one.
See, if it was me setting things up, I would have originally started with just 2 conferences with 9 teams in each conference. That way you'd have 8 meaningful games throughout the course of the regular season and probably wouldn't be in a situation like they ended up being in 5A.
That's true. They could have done that, and actually going back to the start of the 6 classification era, they did that in 3A, 4A, 5A. You may recall back when Uniontown was in a conference with like North Catholic and Burrell and teams like that, because they only did 2 conferences. And the WPIAL at the time, I believe, heard a lot of complaints from the member schools about travel, about loss of traditional rivalries and declining attendance at home games because people didn't want to travel an hour and a half to go to a home game or go to a road game, even if it was a conference game. So they tried to consolidate things a little bit more by geography, and by doing that, they split them up into more conferences, which meant fewer teams from each got in. This was also somewhat a result of changes at the statewide level. That last cycle, the WPIAL had 18 teams in 5A, and the WPIAL champion entered the state bracket at the semifinals. This cycle, so last year and this year, the WPIAL once again had 18 teams, but the state moved them back to enter at the state quarterfinals, so that meant the WPIAL lost a week of their playoffs. So whereas in 2021, the WPIAL was able to take in 2021, the WPIAL was able to take 12 5A teams into the playoffs because they had that extra week before they entered the state bracket, whereas last year and this year they could only take 8 because they only had 3 weeks available before their champion had to play a statewide quarterfinal. So somewhat the state's fault. Some things the WPIAL could do to tweak it, we'll see moving forward. I actually wrote a fairly lengthy article on SteelCityBlitz.com on Saturday night about kind of what happened, what got us here, and some ideas for potentially changing it, going all the way from the simple solution of take multiple wild cards from one conference all the way up to, institute a power ranking system and just rank all the teams based on all of their results and figure out who makes the playoffs based on that. Because that's what a lot of other districts around the state do, especially the large ones out east. They just rank teams on a power rankings formula, and the top 8 or top 12 or however many make the playoffs, just based on the formula, that's who gets in, and that's how they're seeded. So it takes the human element out of it a little bit.
Well, down in 4A, I think one of the headlines was the fact that the Parkway Conference ended up getting 4 teams hosting home games in either the first round or the quarterfinal round. And I know Latrobe had a pretty good resume, and they're going to end up on the road as a 9 seed, going 8 seed to West Allegheny.
Yeah, and I actually thought that the WPIAL got that wrong a little bit. I thought they really discounted what the Big 7 Conference had done this year with Latrobe and Trinity both getting road games. I thought both of them were potentially in the conversation to get home playoff games after what they had done in the regular season and their non-conference records, the other teams they beat. But they're seeded at 9 and 10 right now, and I don't know if you want to call a 7-10 game an upset, but even though I am a North Catholic alum, I will fully admit that North Catholic has not played well this year, and I really think Trinity has a good shot to go out and beat North Catholic in that game. And I would like Latrobe's chances against West Allegheny as well. West Allegheny has a couple pretty good running backs that don't throw the ball really well. Latrobe's got that dual-threat quarterback in John Wetzel, along with their running back Alex Tash, and a pretty dynamic receiver in Jatwan Williams. So I like both of those teams out of the Big 7 Conference to win their first-round playoff games and get into the quarterfinals. And you're right, the WPIAL gave some benefit to the Parkway teams. I think West Allegheny, even though they lost, playing a close game against Aliquippa really helped their resume standing with the WPIAL. Central Valley playing Aliquippa and Montour very close. Obviously, Montour, the second-place team out of the Parkway, got the third bye over the Greater Allegheny champion Mars, although Montour had played Mars back in week 0 and beat them, so I think that was pretty much the deciding factor there, that Montour had a head-to-head win over Mars, so that got Montour the third bye in 4A.
We'll take a look at the brackets from 1A, 2A, and 3A when the Browns Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Sova & Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 60th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Sova & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repairs, and glass installation. They'll gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they'll work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Sova & Son not only cares cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's the goal of Ted Sova and Sons to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 60 years. Call 724-437-2351. 724-437-2351 for Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair. Always proud to support local high school sports.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes from U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown. On behalf of my partners, Dr. Fred Ruthart, Chuck Calabrese, Mark Hoppy, and our entire USDH team, we want to wish all our local high school athletes an outstanding season on the fields, courses, and courts. For any digestive problems or just to schedule a preventive screening colonoscopy, call us at 724-437-7677.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all our local teams for a great season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It's the result of the hard work of the players and the coaches and the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders from District Judge Nathan Henning. Would appreciate your vote on November 7th.
Hi, I'm Russ Blejo. As your local Allstate agent, providing protection that fits your life is something I take, well, personally. I'm committed to learning about your needs and personalizing protection to meet them. From bundling your auto, home, and life insurance with ease to evaluating optional coverage based on your protection needs. I can build an insurance proposal that fits your life. Are you in good hands? Contact me, Russ Blejo, for a free quote.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary. Brian Rozak back, continuing our playoff preview with Ian McMeans from Steel City Blitz. And Ian, let's look at the 3A bracket where Bell Vernon and Avonworth are the top two seeds.
Yes, they are. Bell Vernon got a huge win over Elizabeth Forward in the final week of the season to clinch the conference title and the number 1 overall seed. Avonworth's the number 2 seed, entering the playoffs with a 10-0 record. So a great season for the Lopes. Those two met in the Whitfield Championship last year, and I would expect them to be on a collision course. If you're looking for a team a little further down the bracket to potentially pull an upset, don't sleep on West Mifflin. They've got a freshman running back in Armand Hill who has run for over 800 yards in the last 3 weeks. He had almost 500 last week in their win over Hopewell. So West Mifflin going to a freshman running back here late in the season, but he's got fresh legs and has really been putting up some big numbers. They dominated a South Park team that was a playoff team this year, dominated South Park in Week 9. So don't sleep on West Mifflin as the number 6 seed, being potentially able to make a deep run in the playoffs now that they've found something at running back in Armand Hill.
Your thoughts on the 2A bracket?
Yeah, so that one, we've got Steel Valley, the defending champs, is the number 1 overall seed. And Neshannock, who beat Mohawk in a head-to-head game for the Midwestern Conference title on Friday night. That was a 13-6 affair, or 13-7. Sorry, actually, we had 2 13-7 games that decided conference titles in 2A. Neshannock beat Mohawk, and then Washington beat McGuffey. The one thing that surprised me a little bit was that Sarah Catholic got the number 8 seed with a 4-5 overall record. Sarah started the season off really slow, came on late in the season to set up a showdown with Steel Valley for the Allegheny Conference title, but they got seeded ahead of some other pretty good teams that had winning records. Actually, Waynesburg, making their first playoff appearance since 2014, got the last seed, 13th overall with a 7-3 record, whereas Burrow at 5-6 got the 12th seed. So, a little bit of some interesting seeding. I know once the Whitfield gets down to those last couple seeds on the bottom, they're really just trying to avoid conference rematches versus the teams on the top, so that does play a little bit of a factor. But the thing I think that sticks out to me the most in 2A is the top half of the bracket has the top 3 teams from the Allegheny Conference. Steel Valley, who's the champions, could potentially have a quarterfinal against Sarah Catholic, who they beat in Week 9, and then potentially a semifinal against an Amani Christian team, who they played to a 12-7 result earlier in the season, and there was a bit of a sideline brawl in that game. So I thought the Whitfield may try and separate Steel Valley and Amani Christian on different halves of the bracket, but Steel Valley's 1, Amani is 4, and they've got a potential semifinal matchup. The bottom half of the bracket sets up very well for both Neshannock and Washington, but the first round game I have my eye on is Keystone Oaks is the number 7 seed taking on Beaver Falls, the number 10 10 seed. Beaver Falls has made the last 3 Whitfield championship games and has been pretty close in all their losses, even though they've taken more losses this year than they have in any of the past 3 years combined. They've got a good, solid team with a good running game, but Keystone Oaks just got back Clinton Robinson, their Syracuse commit, last week. He had missed most of the season due to an injury, but with him back, Keystone Oaks actually upset Washington, who was the conference champion 2 weeks ago. So they're a team, even though a little further down the bracket, that potentially has the chance to make a bit of a run here now that they're back at full strength.
And 1A seems to be rather open this year compared to maybe some past seasons.
Absolutely. I think 1A is the most wide open of all the brackets. When I was looking at these before Saturday afternoon, I thought 1A was going to be the hardest bracket overall to seed. Between Southside Beaver and Fort Cherry as the top 2 seeds, Fort Cherry with their dual-threat quarterback, Matt Segg, who became just the second player in Whitfield history to pass and rush for 1,000 yards twice in a career. Sky Moore, who's now playing with the Kansas City Chiefs, was the first one to do it, but Matt Segg did it both his freshman and sophomore year, so he could potentially be a record setter next year if he can do it again. Fort Cherry's been outstanding this year. They were the highest scoring team in 1A, and then you've got Clairton at the number 4 seed, Bishop Canevin getting the number 3 seed after they have made the last 2 Whitfield championship games, potentially a conference rematch between Fort Cherry and Bishop Canevin if they can both get that far in the semifinals. I think that was a 48-41 game that those two played earlier this season in an absolute shootout. Don't sleep on Clairton, though. Clairton is playing very well right now. They've got a bunch of young, dynamic skill players. I think they could potentially have a shot to make a run to the championship game, although that's if they can get past defending Whitfield champions Union in the second round, because the Whitfield did not do Clairton any favors, putting them underneath number 1 seeded Southside Beaver and then a potential second-round matchup with the defending champs Union. So tough road to hoe for the Bears if they're going to get back to Acrisure Stadium, where they've seemed to have been a stalwart over the last decade plus. The other team to watch out for in 1A is Cornell at the 7th seed. Cornell actually beat Union earlier this season, played a pretty close game against Bishop Canevin. Their only big loss this year was against Fort Cherry, so they're another team that I've got my eye on as potentially being able to make a bit of a run. And California, as the Tri-County South champions, didn't play a lot of other 1A opponents in non-conference play, so kind of hard to see how they're going to match up. But I think they'll be able to have a really good first-round game against Jeanette. The second-round game against Bishop Canevin is going to be a real tough one, though, because Canevin, obviously having made the last 2 Whitfield championship games, is absolutely loaded. So should be a good 1A bracket, but honestly, I think any of the top 7 or 8 seeds are capable of making a run. And heck, last year Union was, I think, the number 10 seed and won the championship. So this one's wide open. Anyone could potentially capture that playoff magic and make a run, and it's going to be probably one of the most exciting brackets to follow, just because we're going to get teams knocked out in the quarterfinals that are capable of going all the way to the championship game, and it's all going to come down to matchups.
Well, Ian, appreciate your time as always. I know a busy week for you with Steel City Blitz with the WPIL playoffs getting underway on Friday.
Yeah, absolutely. So not only are we trying to put the pieces together over what happened to the Steelers on Sunday against the Jaguars and prepare for the Thursday night game we've got coming up against Tennessee now that suddenly looks like they have a dynamic offensive attack that they've plugged in Will Levis at quarterback. So that's going to be something to watch for the Steelers. We're actually recording our Steel City Blitz podcast on Tuesday night this week, so you can check that out either on YouTube or any of the streaming platforms. And as far as Whitfield coverage, I'll have not only my Whitfield Blitz show, which records on Monday night at 9:15. You can watch it on YouTube or watch it anytime later, and as well as coverage of all of the first-round playoff matchups that will occur. Have a breakdown of all those, probably posting Thursday night or Friday. And if people are interested in reading my suggestions for how to improve some playoff positioning, they can check out that article I wrote that's up on SteelCityBlitz.com about improving the 5A playoff.
Ian, appreciate your time as always. We'll talk to you Friday before the California Jeanette game here on WMBS.
Sounds great. Thanks a lot for having me. Looking forward to it.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
The people of South Union Township know it's one of the finest places in Fayette County to live and raise a family. There are clean, safe neighborhoods, 2 beautiful parks, a wonderful school district. The taxes are the lowest in the county. The garbage and sewage charges are the cheapest in the entire state. And there's not been a tax increase in 52 years. The Vernon name is a strong name for quality, people-oriented services. When you need something, Rick Vernon is there. Why break up a good team? Let's keep a good team together so Rick Vernon can continue to work hard for our great quality of life. Rick thanks everyone for their support in the primary and would appreciate your vote in the fall so that he can continue working with his fellow supervisors, Bob Schiffbauer and Jason Scott, for our great quality of life.
Paid for by the candidate.
I'm Mike Auble, and I am the Republican nominee for Fayette County District Attorney. I am a retired member of the Army and a veteran of Afghanistan. With nearly 20 years of experience in military, police, corrections, and criminal law, I am the most qualified candidate to be your chief law enforcement officer. I am a strong defender of your constitutional rights, and I'm dedicated to addressing crime, drugs, and corruption. We need change in the District Attorney's office. Vote for me, Mike Auble, on November 7th, because I am the right person to bring about that change.
Paid for by the candidate.
M&R Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel safely to school in the Fayette County area for more than 3 years. M&R Transit is a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands football team and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information, call 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164, or stop into their office at M&R Transit, 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere. It's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. They'll answer your questions and get you started on your next home project. Conveniently located at 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. For more information, call 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page. Zen's Construction Warehouse, their surplus is your savings.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf, that's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station that has been serving the Uniontown area for over 49 years. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, fenced-in storage lots, and is a AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
The WMBS Weather Watch brought to you by Maloney's on West Main Street, Uniontown, serving delicious Italian entrees at Maloney's since 1950. Rain overnight, the low at 34. Do have a chance of some light snow tomorrow in the afternoon, going up to 46. Low below freezing at 30 tomorrow night. For the 1st of November, Wednesday, do have a chance of some light flurries as well, 43 down to 27. Overnight Wednesday, Thursday at 50, 34. Overnight Thursday for the first weekend of November, 56 Friday. Saturday at 59 and 56 with some light rain on Sunday. The WMBS Weather Watch brought to you by Maloney's on West Main Street, Uniontown. Ask them about their popular banquet menu and their banquet room for your next special event. Give them a ring for specials at Maloney's at 724-437-2061.
Attorneys from all over the state and nation advertise in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most of them send their assistants to do the legwork. You might not even meet your attorney until your first hearing.
We're local attorneys, Davis & Davis. We meet directly with our clients, including free consultation. There are no fees until you receive money on your case. If you've been injured, call Davis & Davis, representing you and your neighbors yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Phone 724-437-2799.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get?
That's right. Good Neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
About 6 minutes away from kickoff tonight, the Uniontown Red Raiders and the Brownsville Falcons wrapping up the high school football regular season. Again, the playoffs start on Friday. We'll have the California Jeanette single-A game for you here on WMBS from California High School. Our live video stream tonight, courtesy of Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair in the Bruceton Chiropractic Studio. We thank all of our high school football sponsors for being with us throughout the course of the season. Tony Hanola is with me. He has your starting lineups to be brought to you by SWGI Specialists. Now U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown. A different name, but the same team, providing the same exceptional digestive care to our communities. Wishing the best of luck to our Fayette County teams. Tony?
Thanks, Brian. For the Uniontown Red Raiders tonight, starting for Coach Keith Jeffries offensively, at left tackle will be Chase Brumley. At left guard will be Darian Gordon. The center tonight will be Gary Smitley. Wyatt Dean gets a start at right guard, and the right tackle spot will be Kyle Ray. Wide receivers tonight will be Notorious Grooms, Calvin Winfrey, Kadrian McLee, and Kellum Milsom. In the backfield, it'll be Cam Jackson and Michael Thomas for the Uniontown Red Raiders. And at quarterback tonight getting the start will be the freshman Cam Dugan. Defensively for the Red Raiders, on the defensive end, left defensive end will be Gary Smitley. Left defensive tackle will be Chase Brumley. The right defensive tackle will be Leonard Tucker, and the defensive end on the right side will be Aiden Kiefer. Linebackers four across will be Nick Torbish, David Ranatu, Wyatt Dean, and William Nedley. And in the defensive backfield, the cornerbacks will be Kellen Milsom and Cam Jackson, and the free safety will be Notorious Grooms. For the Brownsville Falcons and their head coach Scooter Roebuck, his starters tonight, at left tackle will be Andrew Frazee. At left guard will be Anthony Rico. The center tonight will be Dylan Broshna. The right guard will be Elijah Booker. Right tackle will be Xander Six. The tight end tonight will be Gene Thorpe. Getting start at wide receivers will be Omarion Grayson and Jonathan Vassbinder. In the backfield will be Michael Nuccitelli and Larry Wade. And the starting quarterback tonight will be the 5'5 senior Anthony Evans. Defensively for the Falcons, the left defensive end, Andrew Frazee. Left defensive tackle, Anthony Rico. The right defensive tackle will be Dylan Brockna. Defensive tackle on the right side also will be Elijah Booker. And the other defensive end will be Xander Six. Linebackers, Gene Thorpe, Michael Nuccitelli, and Larry Wade on the inside. And the other outside linebacker, Alexander Booker. And in the secondary will be Anthony Evans, Omarion Grayson, Jonathan Vassbinder, and Christopher Hawk for the Brownsville Falcons here tonight.
And Brownsville only dressing 15 tonight, Tony. That's going to make things tough.
It's going to make things extremely tough for them, and they're not very deep to start out with. And, you know, you just hope that nobody gets injured, especially last game of the season here. But as you mentioned, too, only 8-minute quarters being played here tonight, so kind of taking it easy on the 15 because they're going to be pretty worn out by the end of this game.
Red Raiders, home maroons, white numbers, their bench here on the near side. Brownsville, away whites, black numbers, gold trim, their bench on the far side. We're back with the opening kickoff in 2 minutes here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Dave Lohr wants to remain your Fayette County Commissioner. Commissioners have come and gone, but real change came when Dave Lohr was elected Fayette County Commissioner. Dave left politics at the door to focus on what's best for the people of Fayette County. The county is changing from here at home to Pittsburgh to Harrisburg to Washington. They're noticing things are looking up for Fayette County, and businesses are noticing too. And that's good for everyone. Keep Dave Lohr your Fayette County Commissioner.
Paid for by the Dave Lohr campaign.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing. NovaCare Rehabilitation is now in Masontown. Using a personalized plan of care and one-on-one sessions, NovaCare gives you an advantage in rehabilitation. Dr. Haley Cruiser and our professional staff are certified to use industry-leading treatments, including LVST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call our new Masontown office on Route 21 McClellantown Road at 724-491-5220.
Back here at Bill Power Stadium, just about set to go. The Uniontown Red Raiders and the Brownsville Falcons. And Tony, what a change in the weather from Friday now until today. Temperatures expected to drop into the 30s by the end of this one.
It's chilly, Brian, and I can tell you this temperature dropped a lot since this morning, since I walked out the door. But a little bit misty, too, a little bit of rain here. So these guys going to have to really be ready to play here tonight just to try to stay warm.
Uniontown getting set to kick off. Sam Fitzpatrick will tee it up from the 40-yard line. Uniontown will work right to left as we describe it here in the opening quarter. Back deep for Brownsville. Looks like number 7 back there. It's Jonathan Vassbinder on the near side. On the far side, number 25, William Early. Early wasn't expected to go tonight, but is in the lineup. Again, Brownsville only dressing around 15 kids for the game. Fitzpatrick, a little squib kick on the far side. And the Falcons just fall on it. Good job on the receiving end there from Brownsville not to get fooled. One of the linemen jumping on the football there. I think it was number 63, Dylan Brockna, jumping on it. And that's where Brownsville will start 1st and 10 here, Tony.
Yeah, and actually pretty good field position. I'm kind of surprised that the Uniontown Red Raiders didn't try to kick it deep. But really getting them started out here, on the 38-yard line. So good field position. Let's see if this Falcon offense can move the ball a little bit.
And Anthony Evans is the starting quarterback, a 5'5", 165 senior. And we'll see a number of kids rotated at the skilled positions tonight, Tony, with Brownsville being so shorthanded.
Yeah, this is going to be a tall task for Scooter Roebuck. I'm sure he's going to be able to flash a lot of guys in here and get to see action, even preparing for next year for the Falcons.
You have Evans out of the shotgun, protector back to his left, double tights on the line, and a wide outs each side. And it'll be an inside run. And losing a yard there for the Falcons on the carry was number 35, Alexander Booker. I'll bring up 2nd down and 11. Again, 8-minute quarters today just due to the fact that Brownsville is so short-handed for this game. So now 2nd and 11. Opening drive of the game for the Brownsville Falcons. Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanola. Billy Dice behind the camera. Nick Barczyk back inside our WMBS studios. Appreciate you joining us for a Monday night of high school football. Same formation again for the Falcons. 2nd and 11 now from their own 37. This time Evans trying to call his own number, and he's brought down from behind back at the 35-yard line for a 2-yard loss on the play. Good pursuit there from the Red Raiders' Nick Torbich defensively.
Torbich has had a nice year for the Red Raiders defensively. He's really blossomed out and had a nice job at the linebacker position. And right there, Evans was just trying to read the defense a little bit, trying to tuck it in and maybe keep it himself, which he ended up doing, but really no place to run. Another loss on the play.
Now 3rd and 13, line of scrimmage, the Brownsville 35. Ball on the near hash mark. As Evans and the Falcons now prepare to break huddle. Taking a long time here, Tony, to get this play in.
I was going to say, yeah. Got to watch the play clock.
Bill Beener is our head referee tonight. He'll stick with that double tight formation out of the shotgun and a protector back to Evans' right. As Evans takes the snap, run the whole way. Evans on the near side, hit at the 36 and driven back. So he got a yard and ran into Gary Smitley and company. So 3 and out for the Falcons, and they'll have to punt it away.
Yeah, and this should give Uniontown pretty good field position here. And a nice defensive job there. Actually 3 plays and only one positive gain for the Falcons. So nice job by the Uniontown Red Raiders defense on that first series.
Looks like Evans is the punter as well. You have Kadrian McLee back deep for Uniontown along with Cam Jackson. McLee the up man, Jackson the deep man, and Evans little line drive kick, and off of one hop picked up here by Jackson at the 35. Jackson at the 40, trying to bounce it out on the far side. Jackson at the 45, Jackson at the 50, and the Brownsville territory brought down from behind at the Falcons 46. That's where Uniontown will start first and 10, 5:29 left here in the opening quarter. We're back at 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Red Raiders out of the shotgun in a similar look to what we saw last Thursday against Petersburg, West Virginia, as Cameron Jackson, the Wildcat quarterback, a positive gain there up the middle. Give him 5, maybe 6, Tony, down to the Brownsville 42.
And Jackson, those couple games that he ended up missing because of injury, really costly for Uniontown. He's a nice running back, has had multiple 100-yard games so far this year.
And talking to Uniontown head coach Keith Jeffries, he said, we kind of wish we went to this look with Jackson a little bit earlier in the season. Like you said, they might have done that if it wasn't for some of the injuries.
Exactly. They had some guys out, and that's the thing. I mean, Jackson, missed 2 games over the course of the season, so that's big for them. And you're right, probably did cost them some offense.
2nd and 5 from the Brownsville 42. Jet sweep coming near side for Notorious Grooms, and Grooms all the way down to the Brownsville 25-yard line. Finally brought down there by Jonathan Vastbinder. And that'll end up being a gain of 17 for Grooms.
He had a nice run there on that jet sweep, took that inside handoff. Really had kind of a clear path out there. Luckily got stopped by the defensive back for Brownsville.
And the second meeting of the season between these two schools, Uniontown won at Brownsville back on September the 1st. Red Raiders staying with the same formation as Cam Jackson works out of that shotgun run, now going to the right side with a blocker out in front. Jackson inside the 15, inside the 10. Jackson inside the 5, trying to hurdle his way into the end zone. And the hands are up. Touchdown, Uniontown. Don't see a flag there, Tony. Looks like it's going to stand a 25-yard touchdown run for Cam Jackson.
Kind of interesting. I was worried about it too, Brian, as he hurdled, which you cannot do in high school. I thought maybe he might have got a flag there, but they did not call it. So Jackson on a 25-yard run, and the Red Raiders strike quickly.
Here at the 4:03 mark of the opening quarter. Uniontown on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. Now they'll bring on Fitzpatrick for the extra points. They're trying to go up 7-0. Clean snap coming back. Kick from Fitzpatrick is up on the way, and that kick is good. So it's a 7-0 Uniontown lead. 4:03 left here in the first. They're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
For funeral services from pre-need to at-need, burial or cremation, call Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, located at 136 North Gallatin Avenue in a beautifully restored historic home. Family-owned and operated by Rick Gates, former Brownsville resident and Guyville alumni, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory offers warmth, convenience, affordability, and ample parking. With a knowledgeable funeral director and compassionate staff, the Gates family and the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory are ready to assist you.
Bruce Beard, located at 187A Connellsville Street, and available by phone at 724-417-4958, is here to meet your accounting, tax service, and real estate management needs. Call Bruce Beard at 724-417-4958. 724-417-4958. Good luck and best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders from Bruce Beard.
Kickoff from Fitzpatrick, and Brownsville falling out of here at the 21-yard line, is just covering it there for the Falcons is William Early. That's where Brownsville will start. 1st and 10, but Cam Jackson, 25-yard touchdown run for Uniontown. Tony has the Red Raiders on top, 7-0.
Yeah, a nice offensive series there, and you're right. What a difference it makes with Cam Jackson in the shotgun there and basically running the Wildcat out of there. Did a nice job on offense for that first series.
Brownsville stopped 3 and out on their opening drive. They'll go back to Evans out of the shotgun now from the Brownsville 21, working left to right as we describe it. Evans awaiting the snap. Same formation, double tights on the line. An inside run, and getting down to the 29, close to the 30-yard line, is Alexander Booker.
Booker, nice job there. Found the hole, able to pick up about 4 yards.
Booker, a 5'7", 170-pound junior for Brownsville. They'll call it 2nd and 6. Ball just shy of the 25-yard line. Second drive of the night for the Brownsville Falcons. And how big was it for Brownsville, Tony, earlier on this year to get that overtime win over Carrick?
Oh, huge. And that's the thing. He gives them a little confidence coming into the, it was mid-season, but in through the rest of the season. And something to look forward to.
Just trying to turn their program around. At the time, they had the longest losing streak in the WPIAL. Another inside run again, going back to Booker. And Booker up to the 28, so give them 3 here. And now they've at least set themselves up here, Tony, in a manageable situation. 3rd down and 3.
Well, a couple nice runs in a row there by Booker, running off the right tackle and able to get a little hole and pick up 3 and 4 yards at a clip on these first 2 carries on this second series.
Yeah, line of scrimmage, the Brownsville 29. They need the 32 for a first down. Evans getting out of the shotgun. Booker remains off to his right. Double tights on the line. A wide out each side. Ball on the near hash mark at the 29-yard line as Evans takes the snap. He'll call his own number, trying to run on the far side. He got hit from behind and driven back at the 28 for a yard loss. David Ranito, the first to get to him.
Again, Ranito sniffing that play out. Evans with the fake. Actually thought he was going to give it to Booker again, but called his own number and really no place to go there. Caught behind the line of scrimmage for 1 yard loss.
You're 4th and 4, and it looks like Brownsville may be thinking about going for it here with 2:08 left here in the opening quarter. They actually gave him a yard on the play. I thought he got stopped back at the 28.
I did too.
They gave him progress up to the 30, so it sets up actually 4th and 2. They need the 32 for a first down. So the Falcons getting a generous spot as Evans works out of the shotgun. Again, Booker off to his right, staying with the same formation. Uniontown showing blitz defensively. Evans takes the snap, looks for the run, up the middle, surge forward, going to be close. Maybe about a half yard short there for Evans on the surge. The linesman on the far side actually had it pretty close to a first down, but coming from the near side looked like he was short. And on the spot, the Red Raiders will take over on down. So 1:40 left here in the opening quarter, 7-0 Uniontown. Red Raiders will get it back. We're back at 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
At Grace Veterinary Services, they know your pets are more than just pets. They're family. With the latest techniques and cutting-edge laser surgical technology, your pet will spend less time recovering and more time back on their feet. All 4 of them. Their goal is giving your pet the very best care. Grace Veterinary Services offers a wide variety of services that includes wellness exams and preventative care, vaccinations, and surgical services such as spay, neuter, and dental. For an appointment, call 724-437-4191 or visit gbs.vet.
Uniontown going to work here from the Brownsville 31. Inside run again, Jackson. Jackson at the 25, trying to bounce it out, and Jackson, a little surge forward, got down close to the Brownsville 23-yard line. Nice 8-yard run there again from Jackson, Tony.
Thought he almost had his head taken off there for a minute, Brian, the way he was squirming in the pack there. And actually bobbled the snap and lucky to control it. But a nice 8-yard run there for Cam.
Now 2nd and 2. Jackson scoring the opening touchdown of the game for Uniontown on a 25-yard run of the 4:03 mark of the opening quarter. Now the Red Raiders threatening again. 2nd and 2 from the Brownsville 23 with 1:02 left here in the first. And Jackson remains the quarterback.
Yeah, I was going to say Jackson now 3 carries, 39 yards in that 25-yard touchdown run. I'm sorry.
And Michael Thomas to his left, Torbich to his right. Jackson's going to put it up, looking deep middle, and Notorious Grooms pulls it down, breaks a tackle, and gets into the end zone for a Uniontown touchdown. So Jackson to Grooms from 23 yards out, and the Red Raiders increase their lead to 13-0.
A nice job there by Notorious Grooms just to step in front of that defender. Jump, uses jumping skills there. Nice catch. And able to shake the tackle and get in for the touchdown.
So Jackson, a rushing touchdown, a passing touchdown, and Uniontown on top 13-0 here with 42 seconds left in the opening quarter with Fitzpatrick's extra point upcoming. Clean snap coming back, and the kick up on the way, and the kick is good. So 14-0 Uniontown over Brownsville. 42 seconds left here in the opening quarter. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
John Clinton from 7-time President Award-winning Ford of Uniontown. The temperatures and leaves are falling, and so are these prices. This month, we're taking up to $4,000 off on 2023 F-150s, plus factory rebates. And listen to this, interest rates as low as 1.9%. We have 40 available, so let's move them out. 2023 Ford Explorer, we're taking as much as $2,500 off, plus factory incentives. And interest rates as low as 0.9%. We have 20 available, so come pick one out. In the market for something pre-owned, we have over 70 in stock and ready to move. Most are certified with factory warranty. Remember, we offer online maintenance appointments and take us up on pickup and delivery service. We'll come to your work or home, pick your vehicle up, complete your service, and deliver it back to you.
Go to Ford of Uniontown and trade me in.
We'll be hosting a trunk or treat on October 30th from 4 to 7. Bring the kids and enjoy the fun. That's Ford of Uniontown, on the hill across from Applebee's, or FordofUniontown.com. Must finance with Ford Motor Credit, and not all buyers will qualify.
William Early taking the kickoff back for Brownsville, and Early taking it back to the 29-yard lines where Brownsville will start 1st and 10, but they're down 2 touchdowns early on. Uniontown up 14-0, and a couple of quick touchdown drives for Uniontown. The first, a 3-play, 47-yard drive. Took a minute 26 off the clock. Then it's a 2-play, 31-yard drive, Tony. It just 58 seconds off the clock.
58 seconds is right. Quick scores, quick strikes. And Jackson showing he can pretty much do it all. Nice pass there by Cam.
Now the Falcons still looking for their first down of the night, starting this drive from their own 29-yard line on the near hash mark. Evans remains the quarterback. Protector back off to his left. Play fake. Evans calling his own number, looking for running room, trying to come back up the middle. Not much running room there at all for Evans.
Yeah, it looks like he might have lost about a yard on that carry.
Bring up 2nd down and 11. And so much history with this Brownsville program, Tony, but they have not been to the WPIAL playoffs since 2000 when they lost to East Allegheny. But you go back, look at 1999, played in the semifinals, lost to Waynesburg back in 98. Another semifinal round loss to Shadyside Academy. Played in a WPIAL championship game back in 1997. They'd love to get back, but they're down 14-0 to Brownsville after they're down 14-0 to Uniontown after one quarter of play. We're back with a 2nd and 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The people of South Union Township know it's one of the finest places in Fayette County to live and raise a family. There are clean, safe neighborhoods, 2 beautiful parks, a wonderful school district. The taxes are the lowest in the county. The garbage and sewage charges are the cheapest in the entire state. And there's not been a tax increase in 52 years. The Vernon name is a strong name for quality, people-oriented services. When you need something, Rick Vernon is there. Why break up a good team? Let's keep a good team together so Rick Vernon can continue to work hard for our great quality of life. Rick thanks everyone for their support in the primary and would appreciate your vote in the fall so that he can continue working with his fellow supervisors, Bob Schiffbauer and Jason Scott, for our great quality of life.
Paid for by the candidate.
We switch sides of the field. Start of the second quarter. Brownsville with the football down 14-0. Facing a 2nd and 11 for their own 29. Falcons now working right to left as we describe it.
Falcons have yet to put the ball in the air.
Yeah, if you're just joining us, playing 8-minute quarters here tonight, just due to the fact that Brownsville a little bit shorthanded, only dressing 15 players for the game this evening.
Yeah, you look over there at their sideline, it's pretty sparse over there.
Yes, 4 available substitutions. Evans, a run here on the right side. Look out, here's Evans, first down of the night for Brownsville, out of bounds of the Falcons' 42. 13 yards there on the run from Anthony Evans.
You got a player down for Uniontown. Yeah. Looks like number 2. Is that Kellen Milsom?
That's a UPMC Rehabilitation Institute injury timeouts with Milsom down. 7:52 left before halftime. 14-0 Uniontown. We're back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
Good to see Kellen Milsom walk off. Again, that injury stoppage was brought to you by UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, the leaders in physical therapy. Visit physical therapist Jim Burns on Wayland Smith Drive or phone 724-437-7500. UPMC Rehabilitation Institute. Relief is closer than you think. So Browns a little momentum here, Tony, after a first step.
And a nice run there by Evans. Actually ran off the right side. Nice blocking over on that side by Booker and 6. And the tight end, Gene Thorpe.
1st and 10 now from the Brownsville 41. Another inside run, taking it up to the 43, and a pickup of 2 there was Alexander Booker again to bring up 2nd and 8. So we've seen a lot of Booker and a lot of Evans on the ground so far in this one.
Tell you what, though, Booker, nice-looking player, 5'7", 150-pound junior. But he hits the hole pretty quick, does a nice job for the Brownsville Falcons.
2nd and 8. Line of scrimmage, the Brownsville 43. 7:20 left until halftime. A festive Monday night. They're asking earlier, Tony, is this the first Monday night varsity football game that Bill Powers Stadium has ever hosted?
I would imagine. Probably, yeah.
Or that COVID year, we had a lot of games on odd nights.
Yeah.
2nd and 8. Evans back out of the shotgun, run the whole way, and Evans hit by Nick Torbich after getting close to the 45. So another 2-yard run for Evans to bring up 3rd down and 6.
And Evans now in positive territory, 7 carries for 13 yards.
Trying to keep that going. 3rd and 6. Brownsville needs the Uniontown 49 for a first down. Red Raiders trying to end the season with back-to-back wins. We had them here a week ago Thursday on WMBS. The win over Petersburg, West Virginia. With a win, the Red Raiders would end the season with a 4-6 overall record after going 5-5 a season ago.
Well, you got to figure just probably one play or two that cost them a 500 record.
3rd and 6. Evans another run, lost the football, and the Red Raiders have it. Scooped up on the far side by Uniontown's Malachi Mitchell.
Yeah, and Evans, it looked like the ball just slipped out of his hands. I'm not sure that anybody even punched it, but it picked up a couple yards there and then just fumbled it away.
And the Red Raiders will get it back here at the Brownsville 40. 6:08 left before halftime. We're back in 30 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Red Raiders go back to work. A little pitch to Michael Thomas, but Brownsville reading that one well, Tony. And Thomas stopped for a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, and I think the start of that was because Cam Jackson kind of fumbled a snap a little bit prior to pitching it to Thomas and really let the defense close in there. So Thomas with a 4-yard loss.
And a correction on that fumble recovery for Uniontown. It was 17, Jaden Curry-Jones, not 7, Malachi Mitchell. But nonetheless, the Red Raiders with the football back. But after that 4-yard loss, now facing a 2nd and 14 from the Brownsville 44-yard line. And they go to Thomas here with a huge hole. Thomas inside the 25-20, and Michael Thomas takes it down to the 17-yard line. Big run there, Tony, from Thomas.
Thomas with a nice gain, just hit that hole on the left side. I thought he was going to outrun everybody. And you're right, they're going to mark this on the 17. So a 27-yard run for Thomas.
Seen a couple of nice surges here on the Uniontown side, down to 5:12 left before halftime. Red Raiders driving now at the football at the Brownsville 17 on the far hash mark. Sticking with Cam Jackson as the quarterback, protector back to each side. Jackson takes the snap. Play fake, calls his own number, looking for running room here on the near side with a block inside the 10, inside the 5, and Jackson has now accounted for his 3rd touchdown of the night. This one a 17-yard run at the 4:49 mark of the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, and again, quick scoring, only 3 plays on that drive, Brian. You said, what, 4:49 left? I can't see the clock. So.
Yeah, 4:49 left before halftime.
Okay.
So Jackson now 2 rushing scores and had that passing touchdown as well to Notorious Grooms. And Uniontown now on top 20-0 with 4:49 left before halftime.
Yeah, 3-play, 40-yard drive that it took a minute and 20 seconds off the clock.
If Fitzpatrick adds another extra point to make it 21-0 Uniontown. Again, 4:49 left before halftime. We're back at 60 here on the CR Piranha Group High School Sports Night.
My name is Terry Kahn, and I'm a paralegal at Radcliffe Law, now Radcliffe Martin Law. It's exciting to work with the next generation of lawyers here in Uniontown. I've worked at several firms in Uniontown and worked on cases against the big firms in Pittsburgh. And I must say, they're no match for Tripp, Bill, and Rob. Their combined caring and integrity are second to none. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorneys. Give us a call at 724-439-3939 or like us on Facebook.
Bruceton Chiropractic Studio is the new chiropractic office in town. Located inside Spin Unlimited, just behind the Texas Roadhouse, Dr. Stephen Lint and Dr. Brooke Sova are well-versed in the latest chiropractic and soft tissue techniques to help you get out of pain and functioning at your best. Call 724-912-6505 or go online at www.brucetonwellness.com for more information or to schedule your appointment.
I have to thank the Bruceton Wellness Center along with Ted Sova and Sun Body and Fender Repair, our video stream sponsors tonight. As Fitzpatrick sends the kickoff back to the 14-yard line, a little juggle there, and then falling on it is William Early, and that's where Brownsville will start. 1st and 10 with 4:46 left before halftime. Uniontown a 21-0 lead over the Brownsville Falcons.
I'm kind of surprised that Brownsville doesn't try to advance these kickoffs. I mean, I
agree.
You know, just falling on it. And right now, they're going to start off at their own 14-yard line.
Yeah, this past Friday was our final Friday of the regular season for high school football. We had the Connellsville Laurel Highlands game for you. Connellsville a 35-13 win over the Mustangs. We'll have the California Trojans in action for you this coming Friday. California taking on Jeanette. It'll be a WPIL first-round game from California High School. Around the earth, our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show on Friday night at 6. Opening kickoff set for 7. Should be a lot of fun, Tony. We'll still have the Triple Live scoreboard show with Don Rebel after the game action on Friday night.
Always fun to go down to California. Nice atmosphere down there.
Now you guys are looking for the deep-fried Twinkies again.
I hope so, yeah. That'd be okay with me.
Evans back out of the shotgun for the Brownsville 14. Snap a little low. He's in trouble trying to step up and nowhere to run there. Evans able to get 4 to the 12. A little extracurriculars here on the near side. Loss of 2 to bring up 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, just fumbled that snap, and Uniontown's defense extremely aggressive. Evans just kind of hemmed in there. No place to go.
And Tony, I was looking back at some of the history with Brownsville, and hard to believe they actually played Laurel Highlands in a quarterfinal round playoff game back in 1989.
Wow. I don't remember that.
Falcons won that game 42-14 over the Mustangs.
Interesting.
Ended up losing to Seneca Valley in the semifinal round of the playoffs.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Not before your time, because you were certainly around then.
No, it's not. It wasn't before my time.
Might be before Billy's time running the camera. He's probably a little tight running around Fayette County. 2nd and 12. Evans again designed run on the far side, and Evans lowers the shoulder. Gets up in at the 15, falls forward to the 16-yard line for a 4-yard pickup. What were you doing in 1989, Tony?
I was working. What was I doing in 1989? Let's see. I was actually working at the time for medical group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to put you on the spot there, see?
No, I can remember back. I don't have nothing wrong yet. Working on it though. Pretty much all self-inflicted too.
3:13 left before halftime. Uniontown up 21-0. Brownsville now facing a 3rd and 8. Their own 17-yard line.
Well, put it to you this way. That's when I started courting my wife. How's that? How's that? So I got in good graces.
Yes. Another low snap. Evans picks it up. Run here on the near side. Evans trying to turn the corner in good pursuit again from Jackson, as Cam Jackson able to track him down from behind and minimize the gain there from Evans to just a couple of yards.
Yeah, we're going to give him 2 on that play.
The 4th down, you're inside your own 20, and you might see Evans punt this one away this time.
I'm going to imagine you have to here. I mean, you really don't want to give Uniontown good field position now. I mean, they're quick strike offense here tonight. As we said, scored on 3 plays, and 2 plays. So
Evans standing back at the 8-yard line to send the punt away. High snap goes over his head, back into the end zone, and Evans just going to fall on it for a safety. So it'll be 23-0 Uniontown after the safety. The Red Raiders will have the football with 2:10 left before halftime. We're back in 60 here on the C.R. Prada Group High School Sports Night.
Hello, I am Jack Conner. I am running for district attorney. I'm going to go after drug dealers who are pumping fentanyl into our community, insist upon maximum sentences for dangerous criminals, and escalating sentences for repeat offenders. With clear consequences, would-be criminals will think twice. Then we can all raise families, start businesses, and feel safe in Fayette County. Learn more Mondays at 4:15 p.m. right here on WMBS.
Paid for by the Friends of Jack W. Conner.
Hey, have you seen that big old white Cadillac around town?
I sure did.
It says Harry Cochran for Clerk of Courts.
Harry Cochran is an Army veteran, a Republican, and believes in term limits.
Let's elect Harry Cochran for Clerk of Courts. Harry's got my vote. Can he count on yours?
Hi, I'm Harry Cochran. I'm a veteran, and I'm a Republican, and I'm a candidate for the Fayette County Clerk of Courts. I ask for your vote.
This message is approved by Harry Cochran and paid for by the Harry Young Cochran Campaign Fund.
We're going to have a free kick here for Brownsville. Usually in the high school game, you see the kids just kick it off the tee. Of course, in the college or pro game, they like to get the elevation on the punts. Looks like they might punt this one away here, Tony. No, they're going to bring the tee out.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's going to be pretty tough. I mean, we saw Evans before kind of nubbed one a little bit, but...
This will be Andrew Frazee. That'll send this away for Brownsville. Frazee, left-footed kicker. Little squibber down the field. Picked up here by Jackson at the Uniontown 40. Jackson into Brownsville territory. Now cuts back here on the near side. Jackson with a flag on the play at the 45. Now at the Brownsville 35. Down the near boundary. Another cutback. Jackson still running out there for Uniontown. Jackson with a big block for McLee. Inside the 10 will go into the end zone. And now a little pushing and shoving after the play. I think it's coming back, Tony, with that original flag that was thrown around midfield.
Yeah, you got a couple flags. One's going to be a block in the back by Uniontown. I got a feeling that this is going to be a hold on the flag on the 19-yard line.
McLee threw a massive block right there around the 15.
Yes, he did. But, yeah, it's definitely going to come back. Nice run.
I believe these will be the first penalties of the night.
You are correct.
Occurring here with 1:49 left before halftime. So we have the holding penalty with the spot of the infraction at the Brownsville 48. So the Red Raiders will be back in their own territory. It's still up 21-0 with 1:49 left before halftime.
Yeah, and Jackson really just kind of picking and choosing where he wanted to go on that run back.
Did a lot of running.
Yes, he did. And you kind of had a feeling, too, that the Brownsville Falcons knew that it was going to be called back.
Kind of let him do his thing.
Yeah. Let him wear himself out.
He'll remain out there for Uniontown. Probably need a little oxygen there in between.
He's young and in shape. He's okay.
There's high school basketball, telling you, not too far away. Starts December the 1st. Just over a month out. It's going to be 4 weeks from Friday.
Yeah, Soup and I were talking about that this morning. It's like a little bit of time off, and then we'll get right back into basketball.
Jackson out of the shotgun, calling his own number again. Cam Jackson breaking free into the secondary. Another cutback. Jackson inside the 30, down to the Brownsville 25-yard line. 33-yard run for Cam Jackson.
Jackson already with 89 yards rushing on only 5 carries.
Making a good case for our player of the game, brought to you by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vacides tonight.
Yeah.
I don't think Billy even has to put the poll up at halftime for the player of the first half. It's Cam Jackson.
Yeah, save your minutes, Billy.
Red Raiders trying to punch in another one here before halftime. 1:22 left here in the second quarter. Jackson back out of the shotgun from the Brownsville 25. Jackson takes the snap. Play fake, calls his own number, this time hit from behind, but Jackson still a positive gain. Able to drag a couple of Falcons for 3 yards down to the 22.
Yeah, and actually thought they were going to mark him a little bit further up because it looked like he kind of fell on his own player there. Picked up a couple yards, but still 6 carries now for 92 yards for Jackson.
Trying to go over 100 here in the first half. And the Red Raiders taking a timeout to take one as well. 46 seconds left before halftime. We're back in 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Score big savings when you shop at Reese Warehouse in Smithfield. With great pricing on furniture and appliances from such manufacturers as Maytag and Whirlpool, amongst others. Furniture from brands like Flex Steel and Ashley, and comfortable Serta bedding, and much, much more. Great pricing, all at Reese Warehouse. Your 2023 Community Choice winner as the best place to buy furniture and appliances. Shop Monday from 9 to 7, the rest of the work week until 6, and Saturday 9 to 5. Reese Warehouse, the superstore in Smithfield.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Red Raiders going back to work after the timeout from a semi-loaded pistol. Pitch going back to Michael Thomas. Thomas here on the near side. Able to get down to the 20-yard line. Was brought down there by Anthony Evans.
About a 4-yard pickup for him.
Third down. 3rd and 5 now for Uniontown. Down to 23 seconds left before halftime, so Red Raiders have to get it going. They're going to take another timeout. So take one as well. 19 seconds left before halftime. Uniontown driving up 23-0. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Back here at Bill Powers Stadium, they're honoring some of the Uniontown cross-country runners. Tony are headed to the PIAA state finals. They finished 3rd in the WPIL. Congratulations to Coach Everhart and the cross-country team.
Yeah, they had a great year, and we wish them the best in the States.
And now the football team going back to work, facing a 3rd and 5, and Jackson looking to put it up. Nothing there on the far side. Will pull it down, look to run here on the near side. Jackson inside the 15, still going, and finally pushed out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So you have 8 seconds left on the clock. The Red Raiders 1 timeout remaining, but they get the clock to stop here with Jackson going out of bounds.
And that took Jackson over the 100-yard mark. Now with 7 carries, 103 yards in this first half.
And Tony will have all of your halftime stats during our halftime show, brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. So the Red Raiders up 23-0, looking for another score here. They'll huddle quickly, go twin receivers to each side this time. Jackson out of the shotgun with David Ranito off to his left. 1st and goal from the 10. High snap, gets past Jackson. Now Jackson having to retreat, will pick it up at the 30. Jackson trying to break free here on the near side. Another big block. 2 Falcons actually ran into one another, but Jackson we brought down at the 5-yard line. And even a Falcon down after a big collision. Thought it was actually a Red Raider block, but I think 2 Falcons ran into themselves, and Michael Ulrey still down on the field, Tony.
And that's not a good sign. As we said, really a depleted Brownsville team. They can't afford to have any injuries.
Well, good to see Ulrey up. We'll step aside for a break. It's 23-0, Uniontown over Brownsville. Back with our halftime show, brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. Comes your way next year on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
I'm Mike Auble, and I am the Republican nominee for Fayette County District Attorney. I am a retired member of the Army and a veteran of Afghanistan. With nearly 20 years of experience in military, police, corrections, and criminal law, I am the most qualified candidate to be your chief law enforcement officer. I am a strong defender of your constitutional rights, and I'm dedicated to addressing crime, drugs, and corruption. We need change in the District Attorney's office. Vote for me, Mike Auble, on November 7th, because I am the right person to bring about that change.
Paid for by the candidate.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and Save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Chris Parker Jr., October is the month for trick or treat.
It's all treats here at Autoland Hyundai, where we have the best inventory in years. We have sweet deals on 2024 Hyundai Tucsons with 2.99% APR financing or $1,500 HMS bonus cash and over a dozen 2024 Hyundai Palisades. Available now with third-row seating, all-wheel drive, plus available luxury options.
Fuel efficiency is always important.
Looking for economy and fuel efficiency? Lease the new 2024 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $239 per month. Just see us for details.
And every new Hyundai purchase includes Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's Best Warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and 3-year, 36,000-mile free complimentary maintenance. Autoland Hyundai, 25 East Fayette Street, Uniontown, or online at AutolandHyundai.com.
And remember, you'll always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500. Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicitti salutes all who work so hard to keep high school football an important part of our lives. A great amount of effort, much of it behind the scenes, goes into putting a team on the field. And a lot of teamwork occurs when elected officials produce positive outcomes in our communities. On Election Day, let's keep Vince Vicitti and his team moving us forward. Vince Vicitti, at work building Fayette County's future.
Paid for by the Friends of Vincent A. Vicitti.
McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown, offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services. McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure & Wolf, certified public accountant.
Do you remember O'Gilly's Pub? Hi, I'm Bo Gillis, the founder of O'Gilly's Pub in Uniontown. The new owners have created the atmosphere that O'Gilly's was famous for. But you have a few memories of O'Gilly's yourself. Stop in and see what's happened. It'll be fun, just like the old pub. Folks, the same great atmosphere and menu you will remember. So stop in and see us. You never know who you'll see.
O'Gilly's Pub and Deli. O'Gilly's Pub and Deli. Aspen Street, Uniontown, PA.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
Back here at halftime at Bill Powers Stadium, the Uniontown Red Raiders a 23-0 lead over the Brownsville Falcons. Brian Morozak and Tony Hanul with you. Billy Nice behind the camera. Nick Barczyk back inside our WMBS studios. Our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. Tony is your halftime stats. They're brought to you by Peach & Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peach & Market. Tony?
Yeah, not a whole lot of stats, though, Brian. Town in that first half. Passing-wise, Cam Jackson only threw one pass, and that was a 23-yard touchdown pass to Notorious Grooms. On the rushing end, Cam Jackson, 8 carries for 108 yards already in this first half with 2 touchdowns, one from 25 yards out and the other from 17. Michael Thomas had 3 carries for 24 yards, and Notorious Groom, 1 carry for 17 yards. Offensively, Uniontown ran 13 offensive plays, 12 of those rushing. They resulted in 149 yards of total rushing. 1-for-1 passing for 23 yards. They had 172 yards of total offense in that first half. Only 1 penalty, and that's only 1 penalty for either team, and that was a 10-yard holding penalty on Uniontown. They had 4 first downs and no turnovers. On the Brownsville side, they did not put the ball in the air at all. On the rushing end of it, Anthony Evans had 11 carries for 19 yards, and Alexander Booker had 4 carries for 9 yards. They ran 15 offensive plays, 15 rushes for 28 yards. As we mentioned, did not throw the ball. 28 yards of total offense, no penalties, 1 first down, and 1 turnover. That the fumble by Anthony Evans. It was recovered by the Uniontown Red Raiders.
Again, Cam Jackson accounting for all 3 Uniontown touchdowns, TD runs of 25 and 17. Also had the 23-yard pass to Notorious Grooms. The Red Raiders also picking up a safety after the football on a punt sailed over the punter Anthony Evans' head, and Evans just taking a knee in the end zone for the safety. That occurred at the 2:10 mark of the second quarter. So Uniontown sitting pretty up 23-0 over Brownsville here at halftime. More from Bill Power Stadium on the way next on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peachin Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peachin Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peachin Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat. Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
It's a new day at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, and we're bringing a new level of quality health care to our community. From primary care to specialty services, our team has always put patients first. And now, thanks to our merger with WVU Medicine, our commitment to patient-centered care has grown even stronger. With new resources, a growing staff, and advanced technology, our team is here to provide you with top-quality care when it matters most. Discover the new Uniontown Hospital and see how we've grown.
Uniontown Mayor Bill Gerke wishes all of our local students a great start to the school year and our student athletes a great fall season. Mayor Gerke would also like to wish Uniontown head coach Keith Jeffries and the Uniontown Red Raiders football team the best of luck this year. As the mayor of Uniontown and proud graduate of Uniontown Area High School, Mayor Gerke is happy to see our student athletes working hard both in the classroom and in their athletic events. That's Uniontown Mayor Bill Gerke wishing all of our student athletes the best of luck this season.
I'm Mike Auble, and I am the Republican nominee for Fayette County District Attorney. I am a retired member of the Army and a veteran of Afghanistan. With nearly 20 years of experience in military, police, corrections, and criminal law, I am the most qualified candidate to be your chief law enforcement officer. I am a strong defender of your constitutional rights, and I'm dedicated to addressing crime, drugs, and corruption. We need change in the District Attorney's office. Vote for me, Mike Auble, on November 7th, because I am the right person to bring about that change.
Paid for by the candidate.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to the Veterans Hospital, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. Best of luck to all of our local teams from the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood. Don't fall behind on home improvement projects. Let First Federal of Greene County help you with the heavy lifting. Planning to remodel your kitchen or bath? Considering an addition, patio, or new roof? First Federal gives you all the tools you need. Home equity loans, construction loans, owner-builder loans, and FHA Title I home improvement loans. With offices in Fayette, Greene, and Washington counties, your loan stays here. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at the new ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, and MLS number 458729.
Back here at Bill Powers Stadium, halftime 23-0. The Uniontown Red Raiders lead the Brownsville Falcons. Coming up on Friday here on WMBS, high school football playoff action. California taking on Jeanette from California High School at 7 o'clock. Tony, we're expecting that to be a pretty competitive game. California at 9-1. Their only loss came against Waynesburg. Jeanette at 7-3. They've done a nice job rebuilding their program. They were, of course, WPIAL champs. You go back a couple of years, then had lost a lot of kids to some transfers and now rebuilding the program back up. Should be a lot of fun Friday night at California High School.
Oh, no, I would agree with you, Brian. I think it's going to be a really good game. I think that Cal has to be careful because, as you said, Jeanette, they've had a nice year, a couple tough losses, but same thing, they're starting to rebuild is right. They've lost some players to Greensburg, Salem, Latrobe, some other places, but really a nice year for the Jeanette Jayhawks.
And we've seen the Tri-County South teams have a little more success in the first round of the playoffs over the last couple of years. Mapletown to win last year. West Greene made their way to the semifinals a couple years ago. We actually saw California going back, I think, to 2017 or 2018 in the semifinal round of the playoffs. So these Tri-County South teams have shown over the last couple of years, they're not like the old Keystone Conference. They can win some games.
Oh, most definitely, and we've seen California. I mean, really, over the last few years, they've had a fantastic football program, and you're right, that I can remember that game, semifinal game you mentioned was against the Monte Christian.
Yep.
That was down at Peters Township. I remember going to that game and doing that with you guys. But, yeah, I'll tell you what, California's got a nice program, but same thing. Nice that they're playing at home. You got a little home field advantage, but be careful. The Jayhawks are tough.
And if you missed it over the weekend in 4A, of course, has had a lot of coverage in 4A this season. Al Clippa, the number 1 seed, McKeesport, the number 2 seed. And interesting, you have 4 teams from the Parkway Conference got home games, and both Trinity and Greater Latrobe have to travel in the first round. Greater Latrobe, the 9 seed, heading to West Allegheny. Trinity, the number 10 seed, headed to North Catholic.
Surprise, but not really a surprise when you think about it. I mean, the WPL does that a lot. They make teams from the furthest away travel like that for them. But, you know, the thing of it is, it's a playoff game. We saw that Trinity team. They're a nice team, and Latrobe's got a nice squad as well. So really, you know, it'd be nice to pick up a road win for both of those teams.
We're back with the second half here in 3 minutes, 23-0. Uniontown leading the Brownsville Falcons. Rare Monday night high school football action on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Casey's Sports Cafe, owned and operated by the Vernon family and located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown, is announcing they will have new evening hours. New hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Come in to Casey's Sports Cafe and check out their new menu items and entrees. Casey's can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Phone 724-550-4126 for Casey's Sports Cafe.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Back here at Bill Power Stadium, 23-0. Uniontown leading Brownsville. Reminder, our game wraps up tonight. We'll join Penguins hockey. Penguins in the Anaheim Ducks this evening from PPG Paints Arena. Of course, we're back again Friday with more high school football playoff action. California taking on Jeanette. Sproul's Insurance Group pregame show on the air at 6. Opening kick set for 7. Also we'll have the Steelers and the Titans for you on Thursday night. That game kicking off at 8:15. Well, the Red Raiders just heading out to warm up for the second half right now. We'll take another quick 2-minute break and be back with the second half here. 23-0. Red Raiders over the Brownsville Falcons on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Hello, I am Jack Conner. I'm running for district attorney. I'm going to go after drug dealers who are pumping fentanyl into our community, insist upon maximum sentences for dangerous criminals, and escalating sentences for repeat offenders. With clear consequences, would-be criminals will think twice. Then we can all raise families, start businesses, and feel safe in Fayette County. Learn more Mondays at 4:15 p.m. right here on WMBS.
Paid for by the Friends of Jack W. Conner. From chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need new glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements, plus commercial and industrial glass. So when that window's busted or that sliding door shattered and you can't wait, Fay West is available. 724-439-8600. That's 724-439-8600. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business. Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. They'll answer your questions and get you started on your next home project. Conveniently located at 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. For more information, call 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page. Zen's Construction Warehouse, their surplus is your savings.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
Back here at Bill Power Stadium, 23-0. Uniontown leading Brownsville. Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanola tonight. Billy Dice behind the camera. Nick Barczyk back inside our WMBS studios. Appreciate you joining us for a Monday night of high school football action. Again, just 8-minute quarters here tonight due to the fact that Brownsville only dressing 15 players. The Falcons will kick it off to Uniontown to start the third quarter. Uniontown will work left to right as we describe it. Brownsville will have Anthony Frazee send it away. His second kick of the night. Got a little action there on the free kick earlier, Tony.
Yeah. Well, you got to give Brownsville credit. I mean, only having 15 players. And really, they're putting up a nice fight, to be honest with you. I mean,
you go back, though, a couple years, Uniontown was kind of in the same boat.
Oh, yeah. Every bit of. And you hope to see, eventually, them get some numbers and both of these teams get back into the WPIL.
And Uniontown's certainly done that. I mean, you look at where this Uniontown program was 3 or 4 years ago and where they've progressed now, just even in terms of numbers is remarkable. And, again, you credit Coach Keith Jeffries and the current staff here at Uniontown for turning things around after the Red Raiders went through some bleak years. You actually look at both of these programs at one point over the last 4 or 5 years. They both had the longest current losing streak in the WPIL, and the Red Raiders 500 last year, looking for their 4th win of the season here this year. And Jackson on the kick return takes it back to the 34-yard line, and that's where Uniontown will start 1st and 10. And a pretty good first half for Cam Jackson, Tony.
Cam Jackson, you're right, Brian, 108 yards rushing on only 8 carries. Right there, had a 9-yard return on that kick return. So starts the Uniontown out at their own 34-yard line here.
This might be the longest drive the Red Raiders have faced all night long. Actually starting from their own 33 on the near hash mark where they put it down at.
Yeah. Well, you figure they started at the 47, Brownsville 47, their own 30, Brownsville's 31, and then Brownsville's 40.
Jackson out of the shotgun, protector back to each side. Handoff goes to Michael Thomas, and Thomas rumbles down close to the 38. So give Thomas 4, maybe 5 there for the Red Raiders. Thomas, just a freshman, 5'9", 175 pounds. Will be saying his name a lot, Tony, in the years to come.
Well, he's going to have big shoes to fill in Cam Jackson, being a senior. And really, when you look at it, with Kadrian McLee, Jackson, even Ranatu and Torbish. I mean, those are big names for this Uniontown team.
Red Raiders seeing Jameer Walker in the backfield now, another freshman. Saw some time in the first half as well. Thomas getting another carry here, able to rumble across the 40 up to the 41-yard line. Another 4-yard run from Michael Thomas. That'll bring up 3rd down and a manageable 3 here for the Red Raiders. Line of scrimmage, the Uniontown 40. They'll need the 43 for a first down.
Right. Pretty nice run there by Thomas. I actually thought he was going to get trapped in the backfield, but able to shake a tackle, pick up a couple of yards on the play.
A couple of folks asking on our live stream, why is Brownsville only dressing 15? They actually do have a deeper roster. They had some disciplinary issues up at their school as Jackson, a little fumble here, trying to regain and turn the corner on the near side, and Jackson cuts up the field, has a Red Raider first down into Brownsville territory down on the Falcons' 47-yard line. So generally, Tony, they have a bigger roster. It's just the fact some things happened last week up in the Brownsville area. Game was supposed to be on Friday, got moved to Monday, and that's another reason why the Falcons are short on players tonight.
Correct. And you're right. I know Scooter Roebuck said that he was kind of pleased with the numbers he had at the beginning of the year. And like I said, it's just a shame that it had to happen. I'm sure that some of those guys are seniors, too, and missing out on their last game.
So the Red Raiders are first down now at the Brownsville 47. Trying to put together a drive here to start this 3rd quarter. And now Cam Dugan in at quarterback. So Dugan lined up out of the shotgun. They're going with a power wing here on the left side. Now repositioning the troops as Dugan takes the snap. This run going to Walker here on the near side, and the freshman Walker breaking into the secondary. This kid has speed inside the 15. Breaks another tackle at the 10, and into the end zone for a Uniontown touchdown. Jameer Walker.
47-yard touchdown run, and really he just outran everybody. Beautiful job. Walker, you're right, showing a lot of speed.
Number 30, Jamari Walker.
So Walker from 47 out.
Score to put the Raiders ahead 29 points.
And the lead now at 29-0. With 4:57 left here in the 3rd.
That drive took a little bit longer. It took 3:03 off the clock. But 4 plays and 66 yards.
Fitzpatrick's been perfect on extra points so far tonight, trying to go 4 for 4. And he'll send this one through, so it's a 30-0 lead for Uniontown over Brownsville. 4:57 left here in the 3rd. We're back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Sova & Son, Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 60th year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Sova & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repairs, and glass installation. They'll gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they'll work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Sova & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's the goal of Ted Sova and Sons to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Family owned and operated for 60 years. Call 724-437-2351. 724-437-2351 for Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair. Always proud to support local high school sports.
Red Raiders lead now up to 30-0 on the kick return here. Evans taking it out of bounds close to the Brownsville 30th, where the Falcons will start 1st and 10. But good to see guys like Walker and Thomas, Tony, get productive carries tonight. 2 freshmen, a bright sign for the future.
Yeah, and you're right, and it's something for Coach Jeffries to look forward to.
Looks like we have a timeout on the field. Timeout Brownsville, so take one as well. 4:07 left here in the third, 30-0 Uniontown. We're back in 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Derby's Riverside Ford is announcing its Truck Month. We've got the inventory and we've got the deals. The 2023 Ford F-150 comes with 1.9% Ford credit financing, plus $1,000 trade assist, and $500 Ford credit cash. 30 in stock. How about a 2023 Ford Bronco Sport 4x4 with 1.9% financing, plus $1,000 trade assist, and $1,000 Conquest cash, 10 in stock. These are definitely Truck Month deals. Also, order your 2024 Ford Maverick and Super Duty now. The order banks are open. Reserve yours now. Shop us at riversidemotorsales.com or visit our new state-of-the-art Ford dealership. Derby's Riverside Ford, located 1 mile past the Lady Luck Casino. Offer extended until October 31st, 2023. Ford credit financing required.
So Brownsville going back to work after the timeout. Some light rain falling here again at Bill Power Stadium, Tony. 3:52 left here in the third quarter. The run on the clock.
Yeah, we were hoping to keep the rain away at least till this game ended.
Evans now back under center. 2 I-backs fumbled the snap. Red Raiders on him quickly. And he'll push him down right around the 27-yard line. Yard loss there for Brownsville. Darian Gordon made the tackle there for Uniontown.
Yeah, and just had trouble again with the snap. Fumbled it, lucky to recover it again.
And a dreary last couple of days. All the rain in the area.
Well, it must be getting cold out there because I see Coach Harry Kaufman had shorts on in the pregame, but he's got long pants on now.
Actually changed a while.
Yeah.
Couldn't make it like Chirpak for the whole night.
Nah, not too many guys can do that.
2 I-backs again. Off tackle run here on the near side. And a nice little break there from Alexander Booker. Saw Booker see some action earlier, and he's close to a Brownsville first down. In fact, they'll move the chains. Took it up to the 39-yard line. 12-yard run there from Booker.
And a nice run by Booker, able to get the edge and pick up 12 yards on the play. So second first down of the night for Brownsville.
2:35 left here in the third quarter. Spotted here on the near hash mark, the Brownsville 40. As the Falcons break huddle again. And Anthony Evans got the start at quarterback tonight, 5'5", 165-pound senior. Back to 2 I-backs, wide outs each side, tight end on the right side of the line. Evans, a little delayed run himself right up the middle. Able to pick up 4 up to the 44-yard line, brought down by Uniontown's William Nedley.
Nice job there, though. I actually thought he was going to try to sprint to the right and actually made a nice little fake. Found a little hole there and picked up 4 yards.
2nd and 6 now from the Brownsville 44 for Evans and company. Again, Brownsville just 4 available substitutions tonight.
That's what I said when you look over there on the sideline, Brian. It's pretty sparse. I hate to say that, but making it a challenge for Coach Roebuck.
Same formation. Evans takes the snap. And this handoff going back to Booker, and this time Booker stopped for a loss on the play, back to the 37.
Yeah, they're going to
check that back to the 43.
I was going to say they're not going to mark him too far off there.
No. A 3rd down and 6. There was a time, Tony, I was watching some college football history videos a couple of weeks ago. Prior to World War II, you weren't allowed to make substitutions during the course of a college football game unless it was the end of the quarter or at halftime or the start of a new quarter. You couldn't make changes in between, even going offense to defense. You had to keep the same 11 on unless somebody was seriously injured.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
No. Yeah, I was surprised, too. And Brownsville's kind of feeling that tonight.
Yeah.
Evans hit almost initially off the snap and driven back. On the tackle there for Uniontown was Wyatt Dean. Now bring up fourth down. That could be the final play of this third quarter.
So how many guys do you think kept playing hurt there?
I agree. She came out. But they said the game actually grew after World War II because you had more of your specialty players able to come in when you could make substitutions. Because think about it, your kicker actually had to play offense.
Yeah. Would make sense.
So we're ahead of the fourth here, 30-0. Uniontown over Browns. We're back with a 4th and 60 on the CR Brada Group High School Sports Night.
I'm Bill Martin, and along with my partner Trip Radcliffe and Rob Harper, are attorneys at Radcliffe Martin Law. Our primary focus at Radcliffe Martin Law is representing people hurt in accidents. However, we handle workers' compensation claims, estate planning, real estate matters, and class actions. Radcliffe Martin Law is your hometown firm that offers conveniences not possible with Pittsburgh firms and provides better service than those firms. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorneys. 724-439-39.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. They'll answer your questions and get you started on your next home project. Conveniently located at 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. For more information, call 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page. Zen's Construction Warehouse, their surplus is your savings.
Start of the fourth quarter, 30-0. Uniontown over Brownsville. Brownsville facing a 4th and 12 for their own 37-yard line. Rain picking up a little bit right now, Tony. It's not going to be fun for the walk out of here.
No, it will not be.
Clean snap going back to Evans and a high short kick. They'll actually take a Uniontown bounce and then bounce back the other way. Falcons will down it here at the Uniontown 42. So the Red Raiders will start 1st and 10 when we come back. 7:48 left in regulation. 30-0. Uniontown over Brownsville. We're back at 30 on the CR Brada Group High School Sports Night.
I'm Mike Auble, and I am the Republican nominee for Fayette County District Attorney. I am a retired member of the Army and a veteran of Afghanistan. With nearly 20 years of experience in military, police, corrections, and criminal law, I am the most qualified candidate to be your chief law enforcement officer. I am a strong defender of your constitutional rights, and I'm dedicated to addressing crime, drugs, and corruption. We need change in the District Attorney's office. Vote for me, Mike Auble, on November 7th, because I am the right person to bring about that change.
Paid for by the candidate.
Actually had a roughing the punter penalty against Uniontown, so Brownsville's going to pick up an automatic first down, Tony. They'll have it here at the Uniontown 47-yard line.
It was the 15-yard variety.
And for their first points of the night, and Booker there hit at the line and dropped. Maybe got a half a yard on the left side there on the Brownsville run with 7:14 left here in the fourth quarter. Tony, you going trick-or-treating tomorrow night around the area?
No.
No. Sure, be passing out candy in Hopwood, right?
Actually, I make some bags for, like, the kids in the neighborhood.
Okay.
We seem to get.
As long as you're not going to turn your light off and go inside.
Well, no, I'll turn the light off, but light won't be on tomorrow. But I'll take care of the kids.
So if the folks want to go to your house, there'll be candy.
No, don't come to my house.
2nd and 9 for Brownsville from the Uniontown 46. 2 eye backs, so wide outs each side. Evans under center. It's Booker here again, bouncing off a couple of Red Raiders, and Booker, nice run there inside the 40 down to the 39-yard line. Booker picking up 8. Kadrian McLee brought him down. Haven't said Kadrian's name too much tonight, Tony.
No, really haven't. He hasn't been in on a whole lot of plays, but I got to tell you, this Alexander Booker looks like a nice player. Something that Brownsville is going to be able to build off of next year. A nice-looking junior.
Of course, McLee headed to Cornell next year to play football. I mean, quite an accomplishment there.
Quite an accomplishment. Yeah, and it's funny because I had talked to him up at Shop and Save whenever Robbie had him up there for tag day, and I said, let me tell you something. You get an education from there, you're going to be set. Playing football is a bonus, but get an education from an Ivy League school. That's the way to go.
Seen a couple of Uniontown kids head to the Ivy League for athletics. Of course, Maya Murray played college basketball at Brown as well. As a carry there from Marion Grayson for Brownsville. That should be enough for a Brownsville first down. It will to move the sticks down to the Uniontown 36-yard line with 5:30 left in regulation. And the Red Raiders up 30-0. Of course, the high school basketball season for the Red Raiders should be a lot of fun this year. They were PIAA semifinalists a year ago, and really all the pieces back, Tony, for another run here in 2023.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Brian. That's I'm sure Coach Kizmarski's licking his chops right now. And that'll be here before you know it.
High school basketball season starts December the 1st. Who has the football there?
Evans
Was it Evans?
kept it. Yeah, he
Good
kept
fake.
it. Yeah, great
Evans
fake.
got a yard down to the 35 to bring up 2nd and 9. I don't know if that was designed that way.
No, I kind of think that he tried to hand it off and wasn't going to get it there and kind of took it himself. But at least he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Down to 4:36 left. It'd be nice if Brownsville can cap off the night with some points here, Tony, late.
So what are you giving away for Halloween?
What's that?
What are you giving away for Halloween?
I usually don't get too many trick-or-treaters on my street. We'll have candy available if anybody stops by, but usually it's pretty quiet in my neck of the woods, unfortunately. I was out with the kids Saturday with my nieces and nephews and had some fun trick-or-treating with them in their neighborhood. A 2-yard run there. Bring up 3rd down and 8.
Booker. Now, you know what? There's not a whole lot of kids in the neighborhood, but somehow we seem to get like 140.
Nice.
Yeah.
They all just come to your neighborhood.
Yeah, so
My one niece and nephew, they went as the skeleton crew together. One of their friends.
I told you the last time.
We actually had a fumble there, and Uniontown recovered. Wow. With 3:44 to play, so Uniontown's going to get the football back up 30-0, and we're back in 30 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Night.
McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services, McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants.
Cam Jackson, another first down run as we come back. Able to take it down to the Brownsville 47-yard line. 14-yard run there for Jackson for another Uniontown first down. Now 2:55 left. Jackson again has already counted for 3 touchdowns tonight. Flag on the play here as Jackson breaks into the secondary. He's going to go into the end zone, but unfortunately, Tony, this 47-yard run, I think it's coming back.
It is coming back. I think they're going to call a hold. Kadrian McLeod kind of looking for an answer.
That'll be the second TD Jackson's had nullified today. Had that punt return TD also taken off the scoreboard.
Right.
Against the Uniontown Red Raiders.
Reminder to stay tuned for our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. We'll have our player of the game brought to you by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Facides. Our play of the game brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, and all the final stats courtesy of Peachin Pharmacy. No Triple Live scoreboard show tonight, Tony, because we're the only game. We'll join Penguins hockey on the way next.
We're the only game in town.
Yes, only game in town on a Monday night. Triple Live scoreboard show back on Friday night. All the high school football playoff action.
Yeah, you've got some good contests coming up, too, that's for sure.
No 6A action this week. Plenty of action in 1A through 5A, even though some of the top seeds do have first-round byes in some of the classifications with less than 16 teams. Another run here, back down to midfield, and that time it was Michael Thomas who got the handoff from Cam Dugan. And Thomas able to pick up 6 up to the Uniontown 49. It'll be second down and 13. And we're under 2 minutes left in regulation.
Michael Thomas having a decent night too, Brian. He got 6 carries for 36 yards. Cam Jackson now 10 carries for 140 yards and those 2 touchdowns.
Red Raiders a player short. Run out Anthony Sheffy, number 14, another freshman lined up in the slot right. Semi-loaded pistol here as Thomas takes the handoff.
Fumble.
He lost the football. Goes back to Dugan on the recovery there for Uniontown. The quarterback, Cam Dugan, able to recover there for the Red Raiders, but results in a loss back to the 42. 7-yard loss on the play.
A 7-yard loss, and they were fortunate to get the ball back. Dugan picked it up. Actually thought he was going to fumble it too. Looked like it kind of bounced around on him. But nice defensive stop by the Brownsville Falcon defense.
Hello to our buddy Ed Walensky from Sandy Howe Notary Services checking in tonight as well. Appreciate his support of high school football all season long here on the station. Now, less than a minute left. Red Raiders trying to close it out, up 30-0.
Hey, you got to think that they're probably just going to take their time, run some clock, and maybe the last play of the game.
Power right formation here. They'll bring Grooms in motion, and Torres will get it. Coming far side, and Torrey trying to cut up the field. Now back to the near side. Torrey Grooms turning the Jets on inside the 30. Check that, inside the 40.
Wow.
Then he cuts back to the 45, looking for running room on the far side. Grooms almost lost the football, able to regain. Now he's coming near side. Brownsville's out of gas. Grooms is still up, and Grooms finally brought down at the 30-yard line, did a lot of running. Able to take it down to the Brownsville 30. A wild play, and that'll be the final play of the game. And Uniontown will finish off the 2023 campaign at 4-6. Brownsville ends the season at 1-7. So 30-0 your final score. Uniontown over Brownsville. Stay tuned for our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Comes your way next year on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Hey, have you seen that big old white Cadillac around town?
I sure did.
It says Harry Cochran for Clerk of Courts.
Harry Cochran is an Army veteran, a Republican, and believes in term limits.
Let's elect Harry Cochran for Clerk of Courts. Harry's got my vote. Can he count on yours?
Hi, I'm Harry Cochran. I'm a veteran, and I'm a Republican, and I'm a candidate for the Fayette County Clerk of Courts. I ask for your vote.
This message is approved by Harry Cochran and paid for by the Harry Young Cochran Campaign Fund.
Hi, I'm Russ Blejo. As your local Allstate agent, providing protection that fits your life is something I take, well, personally. I'm committed to learning about your needs and personalizing protection to meet them. From bundling your auto, home, and life insurance with ease to evaluating optional coverage based on your protection needs. I can build an insurance proposal that fits your life. Are you in good hands? Contact me, Russ Blejo, for a free quote.
Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to the Veterans Hospital, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. Best of luck to all of our local teams from the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood.
The people of South Union Township know it's one of the finest places in Fayette County to live and raise a family. There are clean, safe neighborhoods, 2 beautiful parks, a wonderful school district. The taxes are the lowest in the county. The garbage and sewage charges are the cheapest in the entire state. And there's not been a tax increase in 52 years. The Vernon name is a strong name for quality, people-oriented services. When you need something, Rick Vernon is there. Why break up a good team? Let's keep a good team together so Rick Vernon can continue to work hard for our great quality of life. Rick thanks everyone for their support in the primary and would appreciate your vote in the fall so that he can continue working with his fellow supervisors, Bob Schiffbauer and Jason Scott, for our great quality of life.
Paid for by the candidate.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere. It's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukapizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
From chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need new glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements, plus commercial and industrial glass. So when that window's busted or that sliding door shattered and you can't wait, Fay West is available. 724-439-8600. That's 724-439-8600. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business.
Back here at Bill Powers Stadium, Uniontown a 30-0 win over the Brownsville Falcons tonight. Our postgame show being brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Will kick it off with our play of the game brought to you by First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County. And we'll toss one out here. Nick says he has the freshman Walker's 47-yard touchdown run. So Jameer Walker's 47-yard TD run, which capped off the scoring, our play of the game.
Dugan takes the snap. This run going to Walker here on the near side, and the freshman Walker breaking into the secondary. This kid has speed inside the 15, breaks another tackle at the 10, and into the end zone for a Uniontown touchdown, Jameer Walker.
Might not be the last time we say his name, Tony.
I have a feeling it's not, put it that way, Brian. It's something that, as we mentioned earlier, Keith Jeffries has something to look forward to. He looks like he's going to be a stud.
Now our player of the game, brought to you by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Facides. No doubt about this one, Cam Jackson. Jackson accounting for 3 touchdowns tonight, runs of 27. Check that, runs of 25 and 17 yards. Also threw a 23-yard touchdown pass to Notorious Groom. So Cam Jackson, your player of the game, brought to you by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Facides. And Tony has all of your final numbers and the final stats brought to you by Peach and Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peach and Market.
All right, for the victorious Uniontown Red Raiders, passing-wise, same stats as the first half. Cam Jackson, 1 pass, 1 completion for 23 yards, that being a 23-yard touchdown pass to Notorious Grooms. On the ground, Cam Jackson, 10 carries, 140 yards, and as Brian mentioned, 2 touchdowns. 7 carries for 35 yards for Michael Thomas. Notorious Grooms had 2 carries for 44 yards, and that adventurous one last play of the game. And Jamari Walker, 1 carry for 47 yards and a touchdown for the Uniontown Red Raiders. Red Raiders ran 21 offensive plays tonight. 20 of those were rushing. They covered 266 yards on the ground. 1-for-1 passing for 23 yards. 289 yards of total offense. They had 6 first downs, 2 penalties for 25 yards, and they committed no turnovers in this game tonight. For the Brownsville Falcons offensively, again, they did not throw the ball at all tonight. Anthony Evans, the workhorse in the backfield, he had 15 carries for 18 yards. Alexander Booker had 9 carries for 32 yards, and O'Marion Grayson had 1 carry for 4 yards. The Falcons ran 25 offensive plays, all of them on the ground, for 54 total yards. They had 54 total yards for the game. No penalties, 4 first downs, and they did commit 2 turnovers, 2 fumbles that were recovered by the Uniontown Red Raiders.
And, Tony, a quick game for us tonight, 1 hour and 18 minutes. Might be a new record for a high school football game.
It is for us. I can tell you that. I can't remember anything going this fast. But, yeah, congratulations to the Red Raiders, and we've got to wish both of these seniors, all the seniors on both of these teams, good luck in the future. I'm sure we're going to see some of them on the basketball court and some of them on the baseball field coming up.
I understand you're going to be alongside me on Friday night for the California Jeanette game.
That's what I hear. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Soup may change his mind, but yeah, whatever it takes, Brian. I'm at your beck and call.
We're looking forward to Friday night. Again, California taking on Jeanette, a single-A first-round game from California High School on the Arthur Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show at 6. Opening kickoff set for 7 o'clock. The Red Raiders football season is done. They finish off the year at 4-6. Brownsville ends their season at 1-7. For Tony Hanola, Billy Dice, and Nick Barczyk back inside our WMBS studios is Brian Morozak. Have yourselves a pleasant good evening. Stay tuned. Penguins hockey on the way next. Your final score, Uniontown 30 and Brownsville nothing. So everybody from Bill Powers Stadium.
At Grace Veterinary Services.